Start the kickoff, kick the start off, kick the starters off. Okay. Well, thanks for being here today for the Zelda 1 Magical Sword Route tutorial. We've got Darkwing Duck with us here today. How are you doing, Darkwing?
Doing okay. It's snowing. Happy snow day to everybody. It was like snowing really hard about 2 minutes ago here.
Well, happy snow day. Hopefully it's not snowing where everyone is, but... Okay, and we've got myself and Mythical 9 here to demonstrate, and I think the way this is going to work is Darkwing's going to talk us through it and explain what to do, and then he's going to watch as we try to learn from his example, or from his advice. Yeah. And we also have, as a backup, we have a video of a version that Lack Attack did. I think he's using generally the same route you're talking about.
He's amping up and doing like all the screen scrolls, all what you would expect. Mm-hmm. Probably the most optimal route. It'll be available to you. That's going to be a pretty hard one to emulate and do as fast as you could do like the slow route consistently. Mm-hmm. So that'll be available to you, but
okay. Well, we'll show that if we need to explain anything that we can't demonstrate ourselves. And then you've got a helpful map that you've made, which we were just talking about.
Yeah, I put it in chat. Basically, with the map there, it's just a picture of the overworld, the standard overworld map with the just areas of note. You know, just the caves that or hearts that you'll need to pick up there. That's color coded, and I didn't put a legend on it, but it's got, you know, various things in it that may be of note that you may use or may not use. Right. It has all of the locations of the heart containers, overworld heart containers. It has the candle shops. There are 3 candle shops that are possible that you would want to use. You'd use one out of those 3. It has the dungeon locations on them, the dungeons that you'll want to go into, and it has the possibilities for the 30 secrets that you want to pick up so you can buy the candle.
The secrets, what do those look like on the map?
The secrets are blue or light blue circles.
Like this? Okay. Sure. Right here. Okay. What's this diamond?
The diamond are the yellow diamond. Oh, the diamond. The red diamonds are the candle shops. One there. That are possible to use for this route.
All right, because we will need to pick up candles and bombs to do this.
Yes. Yes, you have to have candle. You have to have a candle to get one of the heart containers, and you have to have a bomb to get 2 of the heart containers.
Okay. So this map has been linked in the chat, and we're also linking it from the Best of Nest website. The bestofnest.com/big20/resources is going to have, or it already has, all the resources we've collected so far, and it's going to have this tutorial and all of the various maps and other tutorials and things that people have put together on there. So I guess from there, why don't we start playing, unless you want to give any more general explanation about what our task is today.
Yeah. Well, for general speedrunning, if you want to go to redcandle.us, and there's a Zelda link there that has a whole lot of information on how to play this game. It has, for instance, my tutorial just got updated just the other day with dark nut killing strategies. So it's a good guide to learn general things about this game. My guide, we'll get into screen scrolling at the end of the tutorial. This particular route, race goal isn't terribly heavy on screen scrolling. It's not as necessary. It'll save time in places, but it's not a huge deal if you don't do it. There's only the Lost Woods skip is pretty much the only big save you'll get out of it. And in my tutorial, I spend the first 10 to 15 minutes describing screen scrolling, and that's both on Red Candle, and it might be in the Best of Nest site that you were doing, because I gave it to you earlier. So
right, we'll link to it from there. Okay, so we're gonna do this today without screen scrolling because Mythical and myself are complete noobs to this game. We haven't, tried speedrunning this game, or even I haven't started practicing this for the Big 20 race. So we're not going to do it with screen scrolling, but at the end of this session, we'll have a little explanation of how the scrolling or the passing through blocks trick, how in general how that works, and we'll see if we can pick it up.
Okay. I don't think you'll be doing any dungeon block clipping.
Okay.
Because you don't get the bow, you don't need it in 2, don't need it in 3. You can do a clip in 4, but that's a water clip and not a block clip, so you won't be using any block clips, which is easier, not generally speaking. But
right, in general, when you have inside the dungeons, when you have like a staircase in the middle of a room and a diamond shape set of blocks around it, and you need to kill all the enemies and then push one of the stones aside to get through, that's where you would clip straight through into the staircase, into where the staircase is. Right, but there aren't any of those instances in the 4 dungeons that we need to do for this goal.
Yeah, Jacob right. There are a couple of diagonal block patterns where you can clip. There's 1 and 3 that I've never used ever, but people swear by it. There's the dark clip in 4, which again is not necessary. It's going to save you a little time, but not a ton.
Mm-hmm. You're talking about the rooms with the diagonal stripes. There's that. What's one of the patterns you're seeing? You can clip through that and save a little bit of time in that room, but it's not. I mean, we're talking about a matter of seconds. It's not going to be
it's not
a major room skip.
Okay. It's not a major room skip. So, yeah, with these guys being completely new to it, we're going to. A lot of people are just trying to pick up the hardest route right away, which, there's a good chance with the hard route that you die against the Gleeok in level 4 if you don't know the game very well, and that costs you 2.5 minutes. I think it's 2.5 minutes if you die in there. And I'm not exactly sure how the slower route. It's much more consistent, much easier. I don't know how much slower it's going to be overall to the faster route. So that's something you'll have to weigh against. If you have failures in the hard route versus the straight, easier but slower route. So this tutorial is kind of for you to see the differences and make up your mind on what you want to do.
Okay. Well, I've got save states, so if we want to try a thing multiple ways, just let me know and I'll set a save someplace and we can try different alternatives, and I can give you my opinion on what I think is the easier thing to learn. What's going to be worthwhile for a race, but I mean, ultimately, I think people need to try it for themselves. So we'll just try to show them both ways. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'm ready to do this.
Okay. Yep. You seem you had some consternation there.
Well, no, I never know how much explanation we should do at the top of this and how much we should just jump right in and play.
But just for the easy route is that it's going to be pretty easy. You're going to get the white sword. You're going to against the hardest thing is going to be the Manhandla and the Gleeok, and you're going to have almost double the amount of hearts as you would with the hard route. So it's going to be much easier to do, and that's what we're going to start with.
Okay. Well, I guess let's get going.
Well, hello there.
So name entry is part of this. Bad Breaks wasn't sure, or he had to think about it a while, but I think we decided that it made the most sense to have it start with a clean, just an empty file, just so there's no confusion about is there anything weird going on, or mostly just the idea of we want this to be sort of a spontaneous thing. You jump in and start playing rather than having to stop and set your file up before the race begins, just so there's no carryover. So you're starting from a blank slot. So make sure you have a blank slot available, and I guess name your character something short because, it's going to count as part of your time.
What I would do, just to save them frames, is to have the second and third file names already. Well, no, it won't matter. I don't think. Have the second and third ones named so that when you go to register.
Oh, it'll skip past them.
Straight from the top file back down to finish.
Oh, yes. Wow! Save those frames.
I think that's how it works in this game. I'm either thinking of that or Star Tropics because it has a similar mode. I don't exactly remember, but
Huh. Okay, so that's
that's
something to
something
look
to
into.
test.
If you care
Yeah.
about saving those extra frames, look into that. Make sure your character registering menuing is optimal.
But anyway,
Yes.
um, so the first thing you're going to want to do is pick up the sword.
Wooden sword
So the,
right here on the first screen.
it's in the
Because
first
it's
screen.
dangerous to go alone.
Yes. Oh, we're all carrying on you. Take this. Oh yeah, some Jacob might be right. I don't remember. All right,
Right.
for the easy route, the easy route always starts with level 2. So you're going to head up 1 and start heading right. Head north 1 and then start heading right. Now it's very important. It's preferable that you do not kill any enemies until you find an enemy that can drop bombs. This is a general thing that everybody should know when you're starting Zelda for a speedrun. The first enemy you kill, if it's a bomb dropping enemy, can drop a bomb. So you have to just know which enemies can drop bombs and kill that one first as your first kill. Now, in our case, since we're going right, the first enemies we'll come across that can drop bombs are blue Octorocks. You know,
Okay.
most people should know what an Octorok is because if you've ever been hungry, you've been hungry enough to eat one. And a blue Moblin, the arrow throwing guys, the rock throwing guys, and the arrow throwing guys, the blue ones. So Mythical's in the room that has one that has those. So if he wants to, he can kill one of those two. See if he gets a bomb drop.
I killed a dude. I shouldn't have done that.
You shouldn't have. So
I shouldn't have.
Mythical did not get a bomb.
Yeah.
So go ahead and pause Mythical for a moment. And so what Fiesel needs to do now is get to 6 on the kill counter. Kill 6 guys. Or no, or...
No, I just reset. It's fine.
Yeah, okay. So what happens is where Mythical killed those enemies, he's one room above where a heart container is that requires a bomb.
So I should kill a blue Moblin, you're saying, as my first kill?
Or a blue Octorok.
Or a blue Octorok, okay.
Fiesel, you went up a couple instead of just straight right after.
Oh, it's supposed to be straight right? Well, I got a bomb, so there.
Okay, you got a bomb. Well, good. You froze on me, though.
I'm pausing.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so this is good. This is what I was hoping for. Is that in this route you're kind of set to luck here. So in Mythical's case, since he didn't get a bomb, he's going to have to return to this area later, which is a small detour, but it's a detour nonetheless. What Fiesel can do now instead is go get the heart container. So go ahead and go get the heart container, Fiesel. Go south 2 screens.
South 2 screens. Okay, that was 1, and here's 2. So I got bombs, so now I can actually put a bomb in here. Oh, it's already selected because it's the first thing in the inventory. Cool. I killed a lever. Is that what that thing is?
It doesn't matter in this case.
It doesn't matter. It's not going to screw up my kill count in any way. Don't worry about that. All right.
Because you got your bomb. It doesn't. So Fiesel has an extra heart container and Mythical doesn't. This is actually what I was hoping for. So if you can stay without a bomb Mythical, that would be great.
Okay.
And, so at this point, you guys are going to move all over to level 2. So for Fiesel, go back to the room where Mythical's in if you see where he's at. You leave the cave and go up 1.
Right. And then we're heading into the right to get to level 2?
You go up. You have to go up first.
Yeah.
And you have to take the upper right path.
So the upper path right here. Okay, sounds good.
You guys, Mythical went right, so he's going to wrap back around. Okay.
There you go.
Any tips on getting through? Oh wait, the shield blocks.
The shield blocks the arrows.
The small shield does block arrows, so you don't have any problems there. Okay, once you go right from that screen, and then you get to the kind of the double cross looking room. Go up, left, up. Level 2 for some reason is hard to find for most people, but
I killed some stuff. That's okay though, right? We're not doing any more item manipulation.
At this point, you're not going to worry about your bomb count.
Okay.
Or your consecutive count. That's kind of that's very minor for this particular route.
All right.
And you're in level 2. Now, for this route, since you're only going to clear 4 dungeons, there is absolutely no need to worry about keys. You might need, I think, one extra key in this run, and that's it. So the best way to do it is just for once you enter level 2, is to go right one dungeon and then just go straight up.
Okay. Go right one and then straight up from here. Should I bother fighting any of this stuff off or just whatever gets in my way?
You don't need to. There are a couple rooms that you'll have to kill because there's a shadow door.
Alright, sure.
But there's no... You can go up right and then all the way up or right up. It doesn't really matter. This is probably the easiest dungeon. Probably easier than 1 overall. This is very lucrative for money. You don't need money in this run. Especially this route. You don't need money at all.
Oh, so I shouldn't stop and pick up the rupees that drop then?
You don't need to. There's no need to.
There would be no advantage to it? Okay.
Nope.
Alright, got it.
Unless you get 30.
Which is you don't think is going to be very likely, huh?
No.
Okay.
It's a waste. It would be a waste of time. Because if you get 30 rupees within 8 seconds of going out of your way.
Alright, and I get some more bombs from killing these boomerang guys. Gorias.
Yes.
Alright.
So once you get up to the boss, the Dodongo, go ahead and pause. I want to make sure both of you guys are there.
Okay.
Oh, I killed a thing I didn't have to.
Nope, you don't need
That's
that.
a Moldorm, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Looking very much different than...
Go ahead, that's a Moldorm. That was the boss.
Oh, I thought that was Dodongo.
Nope.
The Dongo is the rhinoceros?
Yes.
Or Triceratops, I mean?
I thought the boss was the
Moldorm?
You know, the Dodongo.
The Dongo, yeah, it is.
Was... Oh, well, I thought you just said the Moldorm was the boss.
No, you just killed the Moldorm.
Yeah, it's not a boss.
That's what I thought before you...
We confused you. See, you have to deal with
Yeah.
confusion as well as enemies.
Alright.
Alright, now you get your bombs. Okay, so you always get that bomb drop there. That's 4 more bombs. At this point, we only needed 1 bomb, so we got 7 to work with on this guy. So how do I fight him?
Okay, what you do, the easiest way to do it is you really want to do is to smoke him. You don't want to feed him twice because you want to get that extra bomb drop. You guys are fine. You wouldn't need to. You could feed him twice if you wanted to. But the safest way to do it is to be across from him horizontally and then feed him a bomb. Wait just a click, just a beat in your mind and drop another bomb. That'll immediately smoke him. So it's like drop, eat, drop. That. And then the second bomb will explode before he's finished eating that first bomb. And then the Dodongo will stop. You'll be able to sort him. And it'll 99% of the time be a bomb that you'll pick up, and you'll be able to finish the dungeon. So wait until he's walking horizontal to you, feed him, and then drop another bomb. See what happened to Mythical? You got to get a little closer than that to make sure he doesn't actually turn on you like that.
Okay, so to feed him, you just drop it right in front of him.
Mythical just did it right.
Okay. But to feed him, you just drop the bomb right in front of him where he's walking. Oh.
Have him eat it. That's the easiest and simplest way.
Oops.
Now, in a speedrun, you generally want to smoke him on the first bomb, have him walk into it. And there's some tricks to it, like if you're on a half step, which means you don't... and he's a bit late. Coming
Oh,
out.
I think I just did exactly what you're about to talk about.
Yeah.
Alright, I missed him.
That's the way, but it's hard, yeah. See, Mythical was on the right line there before he reloaded. And you could just drop it in and he'll... See, Mythical's on the right line now. Oh, he just did, yeah, it just showed. Yeah, that's the faster strat, but you can feed him and put another one on him and you'll be fine. But yeah, feed him and then drop another bomb.
Got it. So if you miss feeding him the first time, or if he changes directions, say, but the smoke still hits him, does that damage him?
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, if he stops, that means he's stunned, and you can sort him and kill him, and you'll get the bomb drop.
Oh, so even if you don't manage to feed him, if you just hit him with the smoke, and he's stunned, that means you can still sword him to death. And
Yeah, that's what you're doing with the second bomb anyway. You're making it so it's easy to drop that second bomb, so it'll explode before he eats it, and that'll stun him. Because you really do want that bomb drop. The minimum you'll have out of this dungeon is 6, and you should be fine the rest of the game.
Oh, I see. So the reason you don't just feed him twice is that the second time you feed him, you have to go through that whole, like, his face swelling up animation and all that, and you gotta wait for him to blink and disappear. But you shortcut all of that if you kill him with your sword instead. Oh, you have to hit him with the smoke, and then kill him with the sword, and then you skip that
when you
animation.
fed him there on that last one, Fiesel, make sure you drop a second one pretty much right after.
Oops.
You don't have to change direction. You don't have to do anything different. All you have to do is drop it again. Drop it, eat, drop. That's all you have to do. You backed up. There was no need for you to back up on the one.
I see. I don't know why it didn't work that time. But okay, I see.
Because you moved after you dropped the bomb. You don't move. Don't move at all. If he eats the bomb, just... So you were a bit too quick there on the one.
Too quick, so I just need to wait a little bit longer before dropping the second bomb.
Just like a click.
Got it.
You're done. Good.
Sounds good.
See, that should be fine. Nope, okay. Depends on how long it takes the Dodongo to eat that first bomb. There you go.
Alright, sounds good. I think I get this.
Yeah. Yes, you can be too fast. It just depends on whether or not to, when he eats the bomb. If you feed it immediately, so yeah, Mythical's fine. That's how I would do it every time. That'll work every time.
Alright. And now, because we're not up-Aing, the fastest way to get out from here is to grab the Triforce, right?
Yes. Otherwise, you'd up-A.
Because we only came here for the heart container. That's the only point of this. I don't think we actually explicitly said this, but the purpose of the route, it's to get the magical sword, and the purpose of all this is to get 12 heart containers, or get up to 12 heart containers. So collecting 9 beyond what you start with in the fastest way possible. So we'll collect everything we can from the overworld, all the ones we can get with bombs and candle, but we're going to have to do 4 dungeons.
You start with 3. There are 5 in the overworld, so that means you have to get 4 out of dungeons. Okay.
Where to next, Sensei?
You'll go, you follow the path out of level 2, because there's no other way to go, and then you'll go north 1.
Mm.
There's no need for you to kill the blue Octorock, unless you have no bombs, because you have to have 1 bomb at this point. At least 1 bomb.
Okay, at least 1 bomb.
And doing that strategy to kill the Dodongos means you should always have at least 4 coming in.
Right, so that's going to guarantee you a bomb drop. So now we're in this room, and you've got a blue circle on the map here.
Yeah. You'll open that right armos up and go in. Don't open it from the bottom.
Yes, always open those from the top, or from just not the bottom. Alright, and this is going to be 30 rupees every time.
Yep. This isn't randomized.
Okay.
So it'll be 30. To the right one, Mythical.
Yeah, I know. No. Okay, hold on.
Oh no.
You can kill if they're in the way. You can kill them. You can get them out of the way. You shoot them out of the way. Whatever.
Yeah. But if you go in from the top like that, they'll never get you.
They'll never hit you if you just hold down from the top.
The Armos.
The Armos one.
Armos is a little glitchy in that it can double spawn on you. So what a lot of people do is once it's ready to go, to sword down, just to make sure you knock that second one out if it appears, if it glitches, and you get the double spawn.
Oh, okay. Sword downward as you're pressing into it, just in case.
Yeah, once because it's a possibility that happens. But
okay.
It's there are ways around it. I get it very infrequently when I've done it, but yeah.
All right.
But that's not a huge deal, but something just to be aware of that it can happen. Next up, you'll go up 1 screen and bomb that in that wall area that I have circled on the map. Up. I don't know what the full going.
I keep trying to be pacifist because I'm worried about messing up item manipulation for some reason. I don't know.
It won't. Yeah, for your case, it does, for this, especially this route in particular, it doesn't matter whatsoever.
Okay. Other than getting that very first bomb off the very first enemy, beyond that, just kill everything. It doesn't matter. Okay.
So this will be your other 30 secret.
Okay. Good. We need money, of course, to buy the candle. That's the point of this, right? The candle.
Yes. Yep. All right. Now you'll go left. and bomb on the right side of that big rock. We call it the Heart Rock.
Heart Rock.
There should be a cafe in there, but there isn't.
The Heart Rock Cafe. Okay.
Oh.
Don't take the red potion. It's a trap.
Yes, don't take the red potion.
That's a reset.
Yeah, it's pretty much a reset.
Yeah. That's an
you
extra
have to go
dungeon
to like
for
level
you.
5 or level 8 or something. Okay.
All right.
Now you'll leave.
Yep.
And go up twice.
Up
And
twice.
go into that cave, and that's where that blue candle is. That's where you buy it. And it shouldn't be any problem getting up there. Don't touch the Armos.
Don't take the stairs.
Don't take the stairs? I took the stair. Wait, what?
By the way, was it east once and then up twice?
No, go
No,
down.
up
You go
twice.
back to the Heart
West.
Rock?
Now you go left. Well, yeah.
Oh, he went the other way. Okay.
Yeah, I went the long way.
Got it.
Yeah, there's no once you leave the Heart Rock, just go up twice.
All right. Buy something, will ya?
You buy the candle.
Okay, now we got the blue candle, and blue candle we can use multiple times per screen, right?
Once per screen.
Oh, that's once per screen. You're right. It's the red candle,
Red candle.
is the one that's multiple times, and we're not going to get that in this goal, so we're only getting blue candle. Got it.
Okay. Now what we're going to do is go down once, and then go left twice through the Lost Hills. You're making this easy on yourself, and making this an easier route by getting the white sword.
Oh, we're getting the white sword. Okay, sounds good. So this is not necessary.
Nope, not at all. But this is the very easy route. So this will make the Gleeok.
I'm dead.
Easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now you have to be careful about this blue Linnell. I call it Linnell, but yeah, it's very easy for it to kill you.
I was bold because I had a save state. I kind of wanted to see, just for the sake of argument, can you just run up and charge that guy if you
Now,
get that spawn?
there's one way. There's a trick if
Alright.
he's on that top row.
Okay.
You don't have to kill him. It's go. Once you're on the other side of him, you can just go into the cave door and you're fine.
Yeah, I had a
There's
feeling.
no reason to kill him.
But I want to know about this trick.
Okay, if he's at the top, just leave the room and re-enter it immediately. He'll respawn in a different spot.
Okay.
Oh.
He did. He's down there. So now I can just sneak right past him. Well, that's a good thing to know. All
That's
right.
the very easy
Shoot
trick.
me? Okay.
And yeah, at this point, it's very easy to get the white sword.
All right. And now when I walk out of this door, is he going to be right in my face? Is that
Nope.
we don't need
He'll be
any
fine.
backup strats to get out?
He won't spawn near you.
He won't spawn near me when I come out of that door. That's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Wow.
The game's
That's
coded that.
a nice
It has
thing.
different points for where it can be, depending on where you come out.
Okay.
So at this point, you have to walk all the way around to 1. This is where the route starts getting really slow. You'll go left.
Go left
The
and
Lost
back.
Hills, you can't. The only way to leave the Lost Hills is to go left, or to go to level 5, which we're not going to do. So you're going to go left, and you're basically going to follow your way around this river a little bit. So just do that. It's pretty simple. There are just some rocks to avoid and some tektites. And,
Are the rocks random? Those falling boulders, are they random?
Somewhat, but not terribly random. I mean, where they spawn on top is a little random, but...
Okay, there's some randomness to them. Okay. That's what I
Okay,
was
now
wondering.
you're going to level 1.
Now I'm just
you
getting
go.
hit for no reason. That's what I'm doing.
Go right, and then down, and then left.
Alright, so we're in level 1.
See, this is actually pretty good as well, because Mythical has a key, and
How do you
Diesel
get a
doesn't.
key?
I killed
He
something I wasn't supposed to.
You can get a
Cheater.
key in level 2 if you want for this purpose. If you want. It's not required, but it's something you can do.
Okay, wait, where did you get the key in level 2?
It was one of the
You
rooms.
killed a
in
Moldorm, which was really, 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 really...
Oh, he killed the Moldorm. Don't do that. That's slow.
Yep.
Yeah. You can get a key a different way. You can kill... There are a couple of... like the first room on the right, if you kill those 5 ropes, they'll give you a key.
Right, I remember that.
And I can't remember the key route exactly for this magical sword, so this is kind of new for me as well, so we can see whether or not we need a key. So you know how to open that key door?
I know how to open this door. I leave this dungeon, and then I walked right back in, And that's thank you, Nintendo Power Classified section.
So go ahead and do that.
Yep. Classified information.
You might need another key that I'm thinking of, so you might need another key. I can't even remember.
But now we're back at least on the same footing here.
I'll actually save that key then.
Oh,
okay.
Man, this guy's cheating.
Yeah.
Alright. So Myth's got an extra key that you wouldn't normally have unless you decided you liked fighting Moldorms.
Or keys, or not keys, some ropes.
Fight the ropes in this room over here, you're saying would be the option for if you need to get another key. Oh, in level 2. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
The first room to the right, you can kill those guys for a key. Or the middle rope room where the shutter is below you rather than above you, you can kill those for a key. So what you'll do now is go up.
Go away, what? Up?
Yep.
Okay.
Up again.
Okay.
And then right. Don't need to kill anything there. Then you go right.
Go right. So I'm going to bomb past this compass here?
You'll bomb up when you go.
Oh, bomb up. Okay, got it.
I can't remember if this room above needs a key or not. I don't think it does.
If we
like
want to go
I have,
left, it does.
when I do the route, I don't even think about keys and key doors at all.
Okay, and some point we'll talk about how far away from the wall you can be and still have your bomb be effective. Because I noticed when I watch speedruns of this that people lay the bombs nowhere near the walls, and yet the crack in the wall appears. But I just played it really safe and laid it right on the spot because I don't want to waste a bomb. Go right?
Go right.
All right.
There's absolutely no reason to pick up that boomerang. If you want, it's fine, but there's no need for it.
All right, cool. I get a free key
really
right
absolutely think you need the boomerang to beat levels 3 and 4. Go ahead. But I don't think it's necessary. Pick up that key and open the door.
All right, don't get grabbed by these hands because you'll go back to the beginning of the level.
Don't get grabbed by hands. They only show up when you're on the edge of the wall, so you can easily skip most of them if you want.
Will the boss pattern reset if I enter the room again?
Probably. They always fire immediately upon entry, at least like 90% of the time. There's no reason to. It's Aquamentus.
All right.
Now you can do you've got the magic white sword.
Got the white sword.
It's 3 hits and he's dead.
Okay, so so that's what you'd recommend in this case. If you're getting the white sword, just 1, 2, 3. What, in the head, in the stomach? Where do you hit this guy?
Head, has to be head.
Oh.
Now, if you enter, and you have the 5 blocks on the bottom there. Mm-hmm. If you go to the second row and go right, you'll go underneath his first 3 fireballs every time. So that'll put you closer to him if you want.
Oh, I see. All right, let's try this. He does. Yeah, his pattern does reset when you re-enter the room. Oh, but whether he's walking left or right doesn't reset, it seems. That time he was walking. That time he was walking right. Last time he was walking left when he spawned.
Now, the fast way to do it is to sword bomb sword.
Sword bomb sword? Okay.
It's immediate, too. You know, as soon as the sword is done fire, you drop a bomb and then immediately hit him with a sword.
Oops. Alright.
Is that really faster?
It does. It seems like I have to wait for the bomb to go off.
You did sword bomb.
I did sword bomb sword. I guess if you're just really fast about like sword and then bomb immediately.
Oh, wait. I think he means you plant the bomb first, but it hits second.
Basically, what you want to do is have the bomb and second sword hit at the same time, and that does both bomb and sword damage. It doesn't matter that much with white sword. It doesn't matter at all with the white sword because it's the same amount of hits. But that's a faster strat for the wooden sword.
Okay,
but for the white sword, it's not going to matter that much.
All right, if you're using the wooden sword, how many can you still do that? Is it still 2 sword hits and a bomb?
Yep.
But if you're using the wooden sword and you just
it's 6. So it's 6 wooden sword hits.
Okay, so it'd be 6 wooden sword hits or 3 white sword hits. But if you're doing the sword bomb sword, it's still the same either way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bomb does magical sword damage. So Aquamentus has 6. Let's just, for terms of thinking of it, Aquamentus has 6 HP.
Got it.
Wind Sword does 1 damage. White Sword does 2 damage. And Bomb does 4 damage.
All right.
So Aquamentus is not going to be an issue in a speed run at all.
It looks like at most I'm going to take 1 hit from him.
Yeah.
Okay, and I guess I should point out that it takes time for your health to refill at the end of this, so don't ignore the fairy if you get a fairy on that boss fight.
It's faster to get health grabbing the fairy than it is for the second or so per heart it takes to...
It's slow, too. Yeah, it is about 1 second per heart, at least.
Yeah.
It's very slow.
All right. So, now we're off to getting the next heart container.
Okay. So that's the one that's down
right
here.
Down, left.
Right, down, left. This is generally the first heart container that I always got as a kid. This one right here.
Depends if you have the candle or not, yeah.
Well, yeah,
the first heart I would usually get is the heart rock. Do level 2, do the heart rock, get the white sword, you're good. You have the white sword for so long.
Oops. I didn't know what bush it was. 5th one from the edge?
5th, yeah, I believe. I just used my visual cue, but I think it's the 5th.
It is the 5th one.
Yeah. Now, if you are on the half step and burn like the right-hand side of the 5th
right.
and the left side of the 4th, it'll work too.
There you go. So if you forget, go on a boundary if you forget which one it is.
Not 5th from the right, 5th from... Or not 5th from the left, 5th from the right.
Yeah.
Grab the heart.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we have to go... Now, we're kind of done with the preparation on the slow route so we can do level 3 and level 4 quicker. Now, we can't go to level 4 because we don't have the raft, so we have to go to level 3. To go to level 3 from here, you have to just kind of follow the lake a little bit. If you can't go left, you go down.
All right, so left and down,
basically. Until you get to the brown forest, you go left. Unless you can't, then you go down. This is not Toad. This is the easier, simplest, most consistent route. This is the easy route. We'll be doing the harder route in a moment, once we're done with this.
Alright, so I'm making my way into the brown tree forest, and then I go down,
right,
and then to the right. Again, this dungeon, if you've had any experience with Zelda, you probably at least found this dungeon. Yeah. Level 3.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and follow the path until you can you hit a crossroads, and then you'll go left.
And then I'll go left when I hit my first crossroads. Mm-hmm. Okay, I get a key there for free. That's nice.
Yes, go ahead and grab the key.
Yeah.
You'll need it in the compass room.
All right, now I'm at my first branch. I'm in a room with some dark nuts, and I'm going to go left.
Yep.
I forget. I think there's a thing you can do with these slimes that is fast, no?
You have the white sword, so they always die. They die quick.
Oh, you got a key from killing those slimes, I see.
Yeah,
if you need one.
Yeah.
But you don't think you need that one. All right, you're going to be the key collector, though, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just I remembered seeing something in the speedrun where you kill a slime and just run through it or something, and I was wondering.
Yeah, that's when they break apart. Because I have the wooden sword.
Okay.
You have the white sword, so you just kill them.
Got it. Yeah, if you do have the wooden sword, they're going to break into smaller slimes, but we don't recommend that for beginners.
The quicker route.
Okay, so here I am in the bat
I got
room.
the compass, which is clearly why we came here.
Yeah. So go left.
All right, going left. Can you
now
just
make sure you have? If you try to open the door and go through it, you're going to get hit by the traps.
Right. So you got to fake them out and then go and open the door.
I mean, it's possible you can open the door and get out of the way before it comes down, but it's not. It doesn't really save you a lot of time.
Yeah. So now I'm in a dark nut room.
This is the room you have to kill?
Yeah, because we need to get that door to open at the bottom there. Alright, so how do I fight dark nuts? This is a challenge. This is one of the combat challenges of this game, is fighting dark nuts.
Mm-hmm. Now, they obviously block anything you put if you strike them head on.
Right.
Okay, this is true for bombs as well. We'll get to that in a moment. And if Lack wants to link his thing they just put up on Red Candle for bombing these guys, that would be fine.
Okay. But what's my general strategy? Just try to get behind them, or try to get to the side of them, try to stack them?
Side is better. Now, what you want to do is stay on the full step, which is the whole tile and not on the cracks, because that's the only Darkness can only change direction on the full step.
I see.
So if you're on the crack, they can change direction a half step before they get to you. If you're on the full step, they can't change until they're on you and after you've already swung your sword.
Ooh, I just did a super cool double hit thing where you stab one direction, then tap the other direction, so the laser magic sword thing goes the other direction.
Having beam sword is nice and helpful. Now, if you guys can, now that you've done that, it's not going to be too much faster to use bomb strats when you have the white sword.
Okay, so bomb strats. Why don't you explain what we do with bombs?
Bomb strats have the same, Dark Nuts will block bombs if they hit it on them, if they hit them face forward. Now, let's see. There it goes. Like Attack did hit that. Basically, whichever direction you're facing when you place a bomb, that's the direction the bomb's going to explode. Now, what you just did, Feasel, you just hit 3 Dark Nuts, and they all bounced back. That means they didn't take any damage.
Really? So even if you see them recoil, that doesn't mean they took damage?
Take damage. Because you were facing left when you dropped the bomb.
And they were all facing right towards me.
The bomb hit them while the Dark Nuts were facing right. So that means they took no damage.
I see.
So what you want to do is do similar as what you're doing with sword strats, is place it to the side of them. See how you killed one there, Feasel, and didn't kill the other. See, that Dark Knight you killed looked like he got hit by it, but he changed direction just as the bomb exploded.
All right. Do I need to have bombs still, or is it okay to use up all my bombs in this fight?
Bombs. You'll need bombs at some point. You can get a bomb drop. Yeah, you need 2 more bombs in this for use in this dungeon.
Okay, so don't go below 2 bombs, you're saying. Don't go below 2 bombs in this fight.
Well, you need 2 bombs for level 4 as well.
So don't go below 4 bombs? Okay.
Like you said, there is a bomb drop later in this dungeon. If you're running low on bombs, you can kill 3 more Dark Nuts and get bombs.
Okay.
So, but you guys have white swords, so in this case, for this route, you probably don't need to worry about using bombs against these guys unless you really feel you're comfortable with them. And,
yeah, because I don't even have bombs currently equipped. Will the next thing that I use be a bomb? Because
yes.
So it's not going to lose any time to switch over to bombs. So it might be worth it switching over to bombs just in case you see a prime opportunity, but yeah, maybe not wasting them too much and leaving yourself with at least 4 bombs would be good.
So how do you feel, Mythical, on bombs and sword? Which feels easier?
Bombs are tricky. I don't know. You need to keeping your direction in mind when, because you kind of have to just keep a snapshot of what was going on when you planted the bomb.
Because it does not matter which way Link is facing when the bomb explodes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's only
when you place it.
There's something else. Can you manipulate their movement at all?
A little bit, but it's not anything. I hate red Dark Nuts with a passion because they're slower than blue, so they're harder to predict what they're going to do because Link moves so much faster than them. Generally, they go in random patterns unless they see you in their line of vision. Then they'll tend to, but not guaranteed, to chase you. But it's not a guarantee they will. See how Mythical? What happened is you had 2. There were 2 on top of each other, and when you were right in their line of sight at the corner, one moved up, one moved down. So there's no guaranteed. Right. See, what you're doing now, Mythical, if it's chasing you, drop a bomb and just keep moving. And it'll run into it 9 times out of 10.
I see, because if it's chasing you, that means that it's facing the same direction as you, so it's not going to have a problem.
Yeah, because when Link drops a bomb, he'll be facing that direction, and the Dark Knight won't be facing the opposite direction. Now, I've had him change direction just as it hit him, which is annoying, and I reset, and this is why I don't play the game anymore. But that's kind of... And if you make that mistake, don't run into your own fire, because that gives you damage.
Right, when you run out of the bombs, it switches you immediately to candle. I noticed that too. Alright, so we got those things killed. I actually found it wasn't too hard to fight them with the sword.
Yeah, with the white sword, these guys are pretty simple and easy, and they're not going to cost you time in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
Alright, let's move on.
No, but...
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you both have 7 bombs, so you're in good shape. Okay, go down and get the raft.
Alright, now we don't have to fight these guys. And man, they're sure swarming. What do you do when they just swarm you like that? Drop a bomb?
You can if you want. A bomb drop is definitely possible. Though, what'll happen every time, and Fiesel, you got a little bit unlucky there. I didn't see Mythical, although he got in immediately.
Yeah, they swarmed that
stairway. What you did is correct. Is move right twice down, hit that one dark net's going to be going left at that point every time, and then you can do your invulnerability frame and go through it, and then move on to the...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, let me try this. So you hit the dark nut, and while he's invincible, you can walk right through him?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that time I just pushed him out of the way, but the other time...
Yeah, you went down too far. Yeah,
the other time he was flashing, and I hit him and walked right through him. Oh, but the other guy still got me. Okay, fine. Yeah, this is a dangerous one.
This will work most of the time, and you'll be able to get in without... But yeah, I see you there, Fiesel.
Yeah, there we go. I passed right through him.
Yeah, you got to move into that kind of corner block in that three column tiles that you can move into. Just move into there. See, there you go, Fiesel. Yeah,
I got it that second time.
And that'll work the vast majority of the time.
Alright. So what's next?
Okay, you start heading right. You see the compass. That's all you need to do is go fight the boss now. Go find that compass.
Okay, so going right.
Just go right. Yeah, go right for a little bit until you run into the 3 dark nets again. Then you'll bomb the right-hand wall.
Okay.
Whoop.
Now, how far away from this wall can I place this?
You can be 1 tile away from the tile in front of the wall that can be opened. And this can be done. You don't need to go up there. You don't go up there. You just bomb the wall right. Otherwise, you have to waste a key.
So I can place... Right, let's experiment with where I can place this bomb. I can place it here? No, obviously not. I can place it here? That was good enough. Placing it the square next to the wall.
So yeah, that's 2 tiles away.
Yep.
On that first one. That one we were on it. Now, it counts as 1 tile. So long as you don't... you can't be facing up on... You see that you have the second crack from the right? Uh-huh. You cannot push up from it. You cannot move up from it and drop a bomb there. It will not explode. It has to be 1 frame or 1 pixel to the right of that spot. You see what I'm talking about?
Not exactly.
Okay, start moving vertically on the second crack from the right.
Second crack from the right. Okay, that's... Yes, got it.
And if you drop a bomb facing up or down, when you will never be able to open that door.
I concur.
Okay, you'll never be able to. If you're 1 pixel to the right of that spot, you'll always be able to open the door. If you,
right.
or 1 tile away.
1 tile?
Yeah, okay. Because you can go 1 tile diagonally from that 1 tile in front of the doorway.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Because you can only go up and down on the tile or on the half tile.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Got it. So, yeah, anywhere along there works. Okay. Sounds good.
So that gives you basically 6 tiles where you can place a bomb and it'll open up. And then, of course, on top of the actual wall.
So any of these 6 tiles here by the door will work. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. Thanks. It's good to know, because I always see the bombs get placed so far away, and I would worry that I would waste a bomb by placing it too far away.
Right, and then up, and then bomb right.
Okay, so wait, right.
From where you, yeah, from
there.
the 3 dark room, right up, bomb right.
Right up, bomb right. And now we get this lovely creature.
Yes, who's a complete jerk.
Okay.
Complete jerk. Okay, there are several ways. There's no easy way to kill Manhandler, ever.
Okay.
There's never going to be an easy Manhandler. You have to use bombs. Now, you have the white sword, so if you end up with just one arm left, it takes 2 hits to knock off an arm of the Manhandler with the white sword. Okay. Generally speaking, you want Manhandler to be on the to be opposed from you vertically rather than horizontally, because that gives them less space to move. Okay.
I see.
So bombs are the course of action for this. I mean, you were able to do it, Feasel, with the sword, but you almost died.
That was hard. I almost died. And he goes faster and faster the more heads you knock off of him. So
bombs are the tactic here. Now, there are 2 ways you can kill a man. 3 ways. One is to, if a bomb explodes on the middle of his body, he immediately explodes. The second way is to drop a bomb, have few of his arms explode, and have him kind of slide into the rest of the bomb explosion, and the rest of him dies. The third way is to just take him arm by arm and hope and pray to God, cuss, and reset.
Okay.
Which is what usually happens in this week. Okay, I saw Feasel just got an immediate kill.
All right, so you needed 2 bombs to get here, right? We bombed twice to get here.
Hmm?
So at this point, can we use all of our remaining bombs or what?
Preferably not. You got a little bit unlucky there. Preferably you'll get a bomb drop from the Manhandler, because with the consecutive kill counter, anytime you hit the middle of the body without killing the actual Manhandler, it adds to the consecutive counter. It's like a frame thing. Like every frame, he's taking damage every couple frames, something like that. I'm not sure how exactly it works, but if you don't get hit in the battle and you don't one-shot him, likely you're to get a bomb drop off. As Feasel just did. Mythical got hit, so we won't. So basically, you want... you need to use a couple bombs out of here, for sure.
Alright, so if you get them in one shot, you're going to get a bomb every time?
Not in one shot, not necessarily, because if you get them in one shot, that adds 5 to the consecutive counter. You need to be at 10 in the consecutive counter.
Okay. So,
or you could conversely enter the room above 10 already on the consecutive kill counter and get to that would give you a 5 rupee instead, because you didn't kill the 10th enemy with a bomb.
I see. I get it. But not getting hit is key to getting that bomb drop. Okay.
Yeah. And it's hard to not get it. See, once you lay that bomb and he's coming at you, retreat. That's exactly how I would do it.
Okay.
Now, since you're going to enter from the left-hand side, the preferred spawn you want is if he spawns top left.
Sure.
And he has like 6 or 7 standard patterns that he'll do, and 2 or 3 of them are really good, where he comes down and you can drop a bomb and he'll run right into it.
Just almost immediately after you walk out this door, you drop a bomb and he goes right into it?
That's usually what he does that a lot. He doesn't do it every time, because he can go left into the corner, right, just stay moving right for a while, which is annoying, or kind of zigzag down, which he did there to you.
He's zigzagging down again to me. All right.
Yeah, it's completely random, and it's just you have to get it's pretty much only experience where you can guess where he's going to be. Manhandler likes to, once he's hit, he'll tend to avoid bombs. So like he'll always, if you drop a bomb and he's heading in a direction, he'll almost always change direction.
Really? He will head away from your bombs. Wow.
Is that he stayed in the corner a little longer, so his last one wouldn't get hit.
Okay. So what's the next step here?
So it's just practice on this guy for a while to get.
All right, sounds good to me.
And you want at least 2 bombs out of this dungeon. You have to have at least 2.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. And you're going to need 2 bombs for the next level, so we want to save 2 here. If it gets down to it, I should finish it off with my sword rather than going below 2 bombs.
Yes. But this
if I end up with, will there be a backup plan if I do end up with fewer than 2 bombs walking out of here?
Yeah, there are a couple things you can do. You can kill some blue Octorocks on the way and hope to get it. You have to just kill enemies until you get a bomb drop in that forest area, the brown forest. If you haven't gotten the bomb drop off of the red dark nuts, the 3 red dark nuts a few rooms ago, you can kill those guys, and that's a forced bomb drop.
Oh, that's right. The 3 red dark nuts in the room where we bombed to the right, you're saying?
Yes.
Yes, kill those and get a bomb drop from there. That's not a bad idea, because it doesn't take long to kill 3 of them.
And at that point, you can just walk out of the dungeon. You don't need the Triforce piece.
Okay. Well, he definitely likes to avoid those.
Yeah.
Those bombs.
So, basically, you kind of want him to bomb him when he bounces off a wall. He's kind of set for a tile or 2 of movement, where he can't do anything, where he has to go in that direction. That's what you learn with keys, is that the keys basically have a set pattern once near the walls.
Okay. Alright, so I've got exactly 2 bombs. How about I continue from this point?
Okay. Bombs aren't terribly important. Bombs make extra bombs in 4 make it a little bit faster, but is not terribly required. So go ahead and head out.
Maybe I'll do another one just so we get some bombs in case I want to show off what to do with extra bombs.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, I got a fairy that time. I killed him in 1 shot, but I got a fairy instead.
Because, well, okay, you have.
Alright, anyway.
Yeah, that's generally speaking the unlucky thing, where you end up at 16 on the consecutive counter when you kill the manhandler and you get a fairy instead of a bomb. Yeah, it's the unlucky fairy, which is annoying. Fairy. Most of the fairies in this game you don't want. Alright, so off to 4. You guys know where 4 is, right?
Yep, that's the one on the island. So we're going to go back to the water.
On the island, that's why you got the raft, so you can go to sleep.
Yes, that's why we got the raft. That's why we fought those dark nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only dungeon item that we're going to get in this whole thing.
No, you're going to get the ladder.
Oh, we're going to get the ladder? Oh, because we get a heart from that. That's right. You can get a heart from the ladder. Okay.
And that's the only way to get to the heart in 4.
Alright, so here we go. We're getting level 4.
That's the bridge. Go up.
And this is going to be the last dungeon that we have to do.
Mm-hmm. And if you guys have a lot of hearts for that manhandler, it's going to be really difficult to die if you have near full hearts going into manhandler with the white sword, because you'll exhaust your bombs to 2, and then just sword them, and you'll take 4 or 5 heart damage probably at most, and you'll be dead. Okay. So here you go up, grab a key, because it's right there. And you need, I can't remember if you need another key. No, yeah, you need 2 keys in this dungeon, and there are 2 keys on the way.
There's my key. So then what from there?
Follow the path.
Okay.
The next room is a dark room. It's that,
diagonal zigzags. Okay, diagonal pattern.
So you go right down and then wrap around. You can clip through here, which we'll get into later if you really want to.
Well, that must be fun in the dark.
You use the right-hand side of the wall as a...
Oh, I see.
As the visual cue.
All right.
It's not too hard.
Then in the next dark room...
it's a bracket.
Got it. I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah.
2 square brackets with a hyphen in the middle.
Yeah. Okay. And you don't need to kill enemies, just go up, and then you have to go
Get
right.
this key, though, of course. All right, go up from there, and now we go right.
Clear the enemies. This is where bombs would be useful.
Okay, so this is... We're back in the light again, and you're saying bombs are useful because they let you eliminate without turning into bats. Yeah. Eliminate these guys without making bats.
And the bombs have a little bit bigger range than your sword.
Okay. Alright, now I gotta kill this stuff, right?
Now, preferably, you'll break apart one fire so that it respawns when you come back to it later. Because it gives you a better spawn in the last fire room.
So those jumping blue Dracula things, you're saying you'd leave one of them alive but split into bats?
Mm-hmm. Because you get a better spawn later because of it, generally speaking.
Oh, okay, so that room that room we just did a moment ago, you're saying just leave one of them as bats. Okay, I didn't intend to. But that's what you're supposed to do. Okay, good to know.
Yeah. Because when you get into it later with this spawn pattern, you'll end up with much more clumped fires. That's what they're called, the jumpy blue devils.
Okay.
And then if you don't, they'll end up spread apart into the room.
Okay.
This is the breakfast room. It's very important in the speed run, and people ask me.
It's also worth mentioning that these things will curse you and prevent you from using your sword for a little bit if they hit you. The bubbles.
Yeah, the bubbles. Don't touch them. Because you'll lose your sword for, what, 5 seconds? 10 seconds or something?
Yeah, I know. I saw that lag. You're getting a lot of force bombs out of here. And then you push open the left block and get the...
Oh, it's barely 5 seconds. Maybe 4 seconds.
Bubbles can't be killed.
Can't be killed. Alright, so now we go into here, and this is an item room. This is where we get the ladder. And you can do a stylish crotch sword, maybe? I can't, but one can do that there.
It's supposedly one frame.
Yeah, frame perfect. If you touch the item and shoot your sword in the same frame, you get the crotch sword.
That's me. Alright. Sorry.
Alright, and now we have the ladder so we can cross these little water gaps.
Mm-hmm. So since we're not screen scrolling, we're going to go left twice.
Okay, if we were screen scrolling, we would be going up from here and then doing like a screen... what do you call it? Passing through a water tile, right?
Oh, it's the cross, not cross, like the double, the T lake. Yeah. And there's two tiles of water that you normally can't pass through even with the ladder, but you can do a screen scroll and get through. And we'll do that on the other route, I think.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so we're gonna go the normal way, which is back here.
Yeah, open up that door, go up, and then go right.
Alright, so this is the water room we were talking about. There's a giant 2 tile wide moat.
You can open it up if you want with the candle.
I have the candle, I can show it.
See, in the other route, you won't have the candle, so you wouldn't be able to show this in the...
Okay, but yeah, you would normally be coming up through there, and you can actually do the passing through blocks trick, the clip. You do the block clip to cut through this water and save yourself having to go those 2 extra rooms. But we're not doing that because we're noobs.
Yep. And this is where we need our bombs.
All right,
so you bomb up.
I just assumed it was going to be right for some reason.
Okay, do I need this money? We don't, right? There's no more buying anything once we have the candle.
These are completely unnecessary.
Completely unnecessary, and we bomb, right? And again, I should have placed that bomb farther away from the wall, just so that I can place it earlier and, not waste time waiting for it to explode. But
this time spent for you to get to the wall is saved.
Right.
See how they spawn to you all on the right-hand side there?
Yes.
If you killed all of the Vyres with a bomb in that earlier room, one would have spawned top left, one would have spawned bottom left, one would have spawned in the middle, one would have spawned top right.
They'd be all over the place. Okay.
At this point, you can use bombs. You usually get multiple. You don't need any more bombs for this goal. So you can expend them all here if you want. Although mythical will need to save a bomb.
That's right. So at the beginning of this run here, I got a lucky bomb drop off the first enemy, which will happen some of the time. And so I was able to go for the heart in the cave, one that you need to bomb the entrance to get into. And Mythical did not get that, which is why I've got one more heart container than he does. So he still has to do that.
Yep. So you have to know that. For this route, you have to know, how many hearts you need left and if you need to get that heart.
All right.
Now you have the Gleeok, which... the important thing to know about the Gleeok is that it can only have one fireball on the screen at a time. So if he fires, that means he can't shoot a fireball again until that fireball goes off the screen. This is where you take advantage, and that's when you get close to and fire. Now Fiesel has Beam Sword at this point, so he can just stay away and fire from far away. For Mythical, what he has to do is kind of shuck and jive type thing.
I like it.
So, basically, and another thing to remember, which makes Gleeok easier, is that hitboxes skew left in this game. So if Link is using a sword upward, that means the right-hand edge of the hitbox is right next to the actual sword pixel that you can see, but it's an extra 2 or 3 pixels to the left. So you'll hit Gleeok much more often if you're on the right-hand side of it than if you are on the left-hand side of it, shooting up. And if you have as many hearts as Mythical has, and the white sword, it's still pretty easy. Although Fiesel almost is dying.
Right. So if you have the beam sword, you can fire immediately when you walk in and hit this guy right away. So if you have the beam sword, just shoot the moment you walk in. It's a free hit.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of a dangerous strat that Mythical's doing, which can work depending on how much actual...
So he's just saying, screw it, take all the damage I can, and just keep hitting him?
Yeah, that was Mythical's... Yeah.
All right.
That's an option with this route. It takes 5 hits to knock off the first head and 3 hits to knock off the second. So it's 8 total hits with the white sword. It is 16 with the wooden sword.
8 versus 16 on the Gleeok. So, take that into consideration when you're trying to decide whether you're going to detour to grab that white sword. So, if you don't get the white sword...
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, if you don't get the white sword, I mean, it's definitely going to be faster to not get the white sword, right? If you're totally sure of yourself. There's no way that these fights would be so much slower that it, would make up for that, going out of your way to get that.
This is the reason. This battle here is the reason why you're doing the slow route first, the level 2 route. Okay? With the harder route, you're doing this battle with the wooden sword, which is going to be 16 hits and 4 heart containers.
That sounds tough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's, you're doing it with more than double the... Let's see. Yeah, Mythical's got, 8?
Yep.
Fiesel has 9. So you got double the health and half as many hits. So 4 times as easy, I think?
About that, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's just math.
Yeah. So this battle here should be your decision on which route you're going to take.
Okay,
if you can do this battle with the wooden sword and 4 hearts without too much trouble, then you'll do the other route.
Okay, so this is the determining factor. How much damage is this guy doing each time he hits you? Is it the same amount of damage regardless of what part you touch?
Nope. His fireballs in the head and the undead head does 1 heart damage. The actual live head does 3/8 of a heart damage. The only enemy in this game that does not, a factor of at least a half, of 2.
Weird. Okay, so touching a head that has not yet been severed is the least amount of damage to you, less than half a heart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but touching a head that's already come detached or touching the fireball that he shoots out will both do a full heart damage. Or the body, okay. Does the neck count? Will the neck hurt you?
No.
Just
you can
head
walk
and body.
in between, yeah. And actually, the back end of the body, like the hitbox of the actual Gleeok is pretty much the front of his body. So like in randomizer, when you run into Gleeok where you don't have the blocks to the side here, you can just walk behind him and not get hit, and just go through the door if he's blocking a door that's open.
That's clever.
Yeah, touching the head, like if you looks like you're going to get hit, walk into the head. You won't take You won't take true damage the first time.
I also have a tip. If you get hit by the fireball, you kind of have like the invincibility frames, or maybe you're just on tilt or whatever. Don't charge in, because when the fireball hits you, it disappears, meaning he can shoot another one right away.
And sometimes the invulnerability frames end just as the fireball's going through you, so you get hit again. So it's a continuous thing.
Yeah. Okay. So it only takes 8 hits to kill him, but based on how many hearts you walked in with, you may not want to just stand there and take the hits. You might want to try to dance around a bit.
For those who are trying to learn this game and are learning on, doing save states and that kind of thing, this is the battle to practice. Both here with the white sword and especially with the wooden sword and 4 hearts, to see if you can feel comfortable doing the harder but faster route.
Okay.
This is the first thing to work on, really. This is what you want to work on.
All right. So that thing's dead. Pretty easy with this route, I gotta say, unless I was walking in here with very little health.
With very little health, and then you'll probably just take a death and try again.
Yeah, I don't see myself losing to this fight, given the equipment and whatnot that I've got.
Yeah, this is probably the easiest. This is, I won't say easy, but this is the hardest part of the route both ways.
Okay.
And you're given double the damage and double the hearts. So.
Okay.
The downside is now you have to walk all the way back to the east coast from this point. And for Mythical, he has to go to the south coast to get that heart that he couldn't get earlier because he didn't get a bomb drop.
Right, so we're going all the way to the right side of this map because we're going to get this heart that is... Oh, I have my mouse. We're going to get this heart that is over here on the shore, on the coastline, right?
Yeah, there are 2. Yeah.
There's 2 hearts. Oh yeah, there's one up here that you need the raft to get, and one there that you need the what do you call it, the step ladder to get. All right, so that's where we're going.
And Mythical has to go to that bottom south coast, which is what 1, 2, 3, 4 screens from the start to get that heart container as well. That's not too much of a detour, but it is a little bit of one.
So let's talk about what route you would take. So it's this one to get over to that.
For you, Feasel, I would just go right. Just go right from this point.
Just go right from here. Straight.
Let's see.
Right this way. And then I'm going to have to go...
options. Yeah, because you won't be able to go straight to the coast from where you're at.
Right, yeah, I would go down, I would go right along here, and then I would take the upper path again like we did the first time, but then go down in this, the double cross part of the woods on the right side. Bottom right of the double cross.
Conversely,
and then
you can go... No, I would do that.
That looks faster than trying to go up and around.
Go up a few screens and then wrap around, get the raft one first. That's an option.
Oh, do this one first? I see. Go around like up here and then go down and get this raft guy and then come over to there. Okay.
Yeah, that's a possibility, but I would recommend the other one for the other way first. Because you're closer, I think, to the magical sword from that raft spot than you are from the ladder spot.
Okay.
It's easier, quicker.
Alright, yeah, so I'm just going to go this way, down here, and then up to there. Okay, sounds good.
What happened to Mythical? Did you up A or something, or what?
Oh, I ran all the way over to the heart container on the shore.
Oh, yeah.
Now I assume the fastest way for me is to go right along the shore?
Yeah, just go along the shore and just come back up top, yeah. So, it's not too much, it's not that much of a detour, but if you get that early bomb, you might as well get that heart, just so that you have that one extra part for level 3 and level 4. And you don't have to go those 2 or 3 extra screens to get it again. And again, your counts don't matter anymore. You don't need any more bombs. You don't need any more rupees. You just need to stay alive. And once you get that last heart container, is go get the magical sword, which is unfortunately on the other side of the map, which is why this route is slower. And
yeah, we're going all the way over to the right and then back to the left again.
But this is a route that you should be able to do every time 100% and not die.
Okay, so I'm going to step ladder and get this heart.
Yeah, Putz is right. It's best to kill that blue Octorok on the dock, so he won't hit you on the way back and knock you back on the raft. That's another thing. It's an issue in randomizer when you get a lot of enemies on a dock and you keep getting knocked back.
Okay.
I guess since we're not screen scrolling, we got to go through the Lost Woods. Yeah.
You don't. You just need to go left here. Mythical.
Uh-oh. Really? From where are you seeing me?
Go up. Oh, you were just going down, crossing level 1.
So what?
Yeah, you don't need to go through the Lost Woods.
Okay.
You can, but it takes too much. It takes longer.
So I should go left for now, past Heart Rock, through the desert, on the north side. I should go up when we hit the lake, right? And then left in the...
Probably. That's probably a little faster since you're not scrolling. So yeah, you'll go left, left, left. Hit the north of the river, go up.
Yeah.
Go left and just get to the magical sword that way.
So we're going to the Death Mountain-ish area.
Yeah.
And then making our way back down to the graveyard.
Yeah. Because if you go left where Mythical did, you have to go down some. It's about the same, really. You can do either way. It doesn't matter. But Mythical, you're fine where you're at. Just follow that path. Or go back. That works. Either way works fine. I think going the upper route is slightly faster.
Okay, so here I'm going up, and then this is where I'm crossing the water. Okay.
Yeah.
And I go down to where the power bracelet is.
Yeah. And then you go down. Yeah.
Alright. So the only thing I have left is to grab that sword, right? There's no other stuff in the overworld I need.
Yeah, you don't need anything else. Down, left.
Oh god.
There's one difficult room that takes you down.
Man.
There's one difficult room here. It's got a lot of Linnells and P-hats. So you have to just...
I know all about the Linnells.
Yay!
Yeah. Alright, and then the sword is this one? Yeah, this one. And you press the gravestone from above, or does it not matter?
Doesn't matter. It has to be bottom or top.
Bottom or top? Okay, so probably the bottom then, because that's where you come from.
Yep.
And that's it. 12 hearts, and you can pick this puppy up.
Yep.
Okay.
From that point, Mythical, I would go through the Lost Woods. No. You go one right. Yeah, you wouldn't go through the Lost Woods. You would just do the same thing again. Oh, you're just going from the save state.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that would have been faster to just die, huh?
Now, when you die in this game, you just start with whatever you had, right? I mean, you go back to 3 hearts filled up, but you don't lose any heart containers or any items or anything, right?
Unless you retry.
Right, so you could die in place of up-Aing, but I don't know if that's how the rules are going to handle that.
I think that would go against Spirit, because up-A is just forced death warping.
Right, all up-A does is it suicides you instantly. Up-A is exactly equivalent to just running into an enemy until you're at 0 hearts.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's probably against the spirit of the rules in the same way that doing that in Metroid in the last race was.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, like you guys were worried about doing this route. This route shouldn't be a problem for anybody.
Yeah, it was pretty easy. I had not practiced this game one bit before we started it, as you probably could tell by my playing, but I had no trouble getting through it. At no point was there anything that I thought was challenging. Like, this route seems very straightforward.
The Gleeok is, if you are at low heart for the Gleeok, that's the only time you're going to... Zoom!
Yeah, he's playing speed ups.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This guy's going to get banned from SRL.
Yeah. and so if I would learn this, well, for the race, I would start again with trying to do the Gleeok in the hard route. And you have, if it's proving to be something you don't feel comfortable with, learn this one, and you'll be fine. You'll be able to complete it without any worries.
Okay. Myth went a slightly different way than I did. He went down and then up, and I went up and then down. I don't think it's going to matter which one you do.
It's slightly slower, I think, to go down because of the stairway, but it's a little bit safer. You don't have to worry about any of the.
Oh, you're right. There's a longer stairway.
Yeah, but it's about the same. It's not. It's about the same. Maybe
it's
down.
Very close. That's very close. All right, nice. So now we're going to do a more difficult way. Is that the idea?
Yeah, that's the idea. We're still not going to do the screen scroll because you can do this route without the screen scroll.
So I should make a new character here. All right.
Yeah. And there you go. So it's not, again, so that's the easy route. That, if the top players all don't, if you're ahead, you may want to do the easier route. You won't know, of course. And then, or the people in front of you, say if Lag's ahead, he's going to win because, Zelda's the last game of the race. But, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this'll start off as kind of the route I started with when I started speedrunning this back in 2011.
All right, so I get this wooden sword, and what do we do with it?
Okay, you go up, or you'll go left, up, left. Again, don't kill anything.
Don't kill anything because we want the first thing in the drop counter to be something that could give us a bomb, right?
Mm-hmm. If you go left, up, left, and you'll get a better spawn on the diagonal part here where that shop is, and you can walk through that bottom spawn. It won't spawn by the time you get through it.
Okay, yeah.
That's why you go left, up, down first. And then get through. Now, the blue Octorok in the next screen is going to spawn at the bottom right.
Oh, I just realized I killed something.
Start again.
Reload.
Yeah, reload.
The blue Octorok on this screen is going to spawn on the lower right. It did.
The next screen that you're on, Fiesel, because I think you paused it, right?
I'm there.
Okay. The Octorok spawned at the bottom right. See? There you go.
I got a bomb also.
All right, so we're in good shape here. This is the non-screen scroll way, and you got a bomb. That's good. It's about, when I was doing it was about 40% when I was killing you.
40% chance. Okay.
Somewhere around there. Okay, now you're going to level 3.
All right, I know how to get there.
See how much of this I remember.
What are we doing? Just level 3 the normal way?
Mm-hmm. Same way you did the other one. You just have to get less hearts. Now, if you when you get toward that second Dark Nut room, don't do anything yet. Just get to it and stop. Now, in the screen scroll route, you won't be killing that Octorok. The first enemy you'll be actually killing is the red Dark Nut. See, here's where you're talking about going through the gels and that kind of thing. You can scroll to the left-hand side and that kind of thing. But yeah, see, Mythical, you killed 2 broken apart gels after, 2 gels after it broke apart from the Zal, the big jelly. That does not count toward the actual kill counter, so you're still at 0. Well, if you're coming in without killing anything. So you could kill that red Dark Nut there and still get a chance at a bomb drop. Okay. Now you see, Fiesel's paused at the right time here. You see how where everything is spawned? You got top right, bottom right, middle, and then 2 on the left. If you go get the key at the top, I can't remember with this route if you'll need a key or not. An extra key from this dungeon. I do not recall. You can, it'll make it easy. If you go through the top room, get that key and come through, it'll spawn a little bit better for you, these guys. What you'll do when you re-enter that room from the top is go down, is read where the first Dark Nut in the middle goes, If he goes down, you can drop down further and drop a bomb. Or if he goes up, you have to move right a little bit, drop down, drop a bomb, and you'll likely kill 1, 2, 3 guys.
Wait, do what now? And do what to kill 3 guys?
Okay. Are you safe stated so you can re-enter that room?
Maybe.
Oh, I think I see it.
Here, let me start this again.
If he moves down, follow him. If he moves up, go to the right and come down, and then drop a bomb down, and you'll likely get multiple hits. If you re-enter the room like that, Fiesel, you're not gonna get the same spawn.
Yeah, I know. That's why I loaded my save because I realized that's gonna screw the spawn up. So now you're saying I enter the room, and if he does what?
Read that top dark nut in the middle of the screen. If he moves up, you have to move to the right and down. If he moves down, you follow him, and then you'll drop a bomb behind him, and you'll likely get multiple kills. Oh wow, you are getting a slightly. Oh, you guys are getting a different spawns because the route's a bit differently, but it's the same concept. Okay. Yeah, you're in the right idea of a bomb. I would have dropped it straight down and have him hopefully come follow you into it. But this is a slightly different spawn because the route has been a little different. But it'll still work. It still works, I think, a little better.
Hoping for a heart there so we don't have to listen to beeping.
But you'll see this is how easy it was with White Sword and how much more nerve-wracking it can be with 3 hearts and Wooden Sword.
Oh yeah, it's a big difference.
Yes.
All right. 3 hearts.
Because now instead of 2 hits, they take 4 hits to kill with Wooden Sword. So bomb is definitely the preferred. I don't know if you did something weird with yours, because you're getting different spawns here, Fiesel.
I don't know. How many bombs do I need to keep after this point? Do I need to save a certain number?
For you, you'll probably want to get the second bomb drop anyway, so you can probably completely deplete.
Alright.
But the more you have for the manhandler, the better. This is also where you don't want to get hit. You don't want to get hit at all. You want to kill a few enemies on the way, kill a few of those keys in that trap room with the compass, that kind of thing, so you can get a forced bomb drop off these guys. This is where the counter is a bit more important. Because if you get up to 10, say you enter this room at 6 in the consecutive counter, that means that the fourth Dark Knight you kill will be a forced drop, and if you kill it with a bomb, it'll be a forced bomb.
I see. Wow. I'm still trying to get used to this thing about the bomb invincibility.
See, I wouldn't drop the bomb up. I would drop a bomb a little bit earlier than that and continue moving downward so they follow you there, Fiesel, with that particular spawn.
I see.
You got 2 there because we followed you up, but yeah. Yeah, getting a 5er is nice, and then getting both randoms and a 5er off this guy in the speedrun will save you 5 seconds. That happens once every 100 or so.
Okay, so I'm going to go get the raft now.
Okay. Oh, 5 in the raft room is unlikely, yes. You're likely to get 1 or 2 if you use a bomb there. Now, if you're out of bombs and you're up against the consecutive counter, you can enter that room with the raft and drop a bomb, and you'll likely get 1, 2, or 3 kills off of it. Or you can leave when you leave the treasure room, you can drop a bomb on the right-hand side, facing up, and you'll likely get 2 to 3 kills if you feel like you need bombs. You have to think a lot more in level 3 about your bomb counts in this route. Because bombs are more important, because you have to use bombs against Dark Knights or you're going to lose more time, and you have to use bombs against Manhandler, because it's 4 hits per arm.
Yeah, I'm a little overwhelmed by bomb drop knowledge.
Yeah. So you guys are in good shape at this point where you're at right now, because you can, since you did not kill those 3 dark nuts on the in the other room, you can kill those guys and get a bomb drop out, which I recommend for both of you really to do. So to do that, what I would do is drop a bomb near the to open the hole and hope a couple dark nuts follow you into that bomb. That would be my first recommendation, and then kill the rest of the dark nuts in that room with the sword. Either way, I mean, so long as you have enough bombs from that hand, though. But yeah, you really do want to force bombs in this route. Yeah, because it's a room draw. Okay, so you got a random off of the kill, and then got the room drop. So there's there's a room drop, and yeah. So this is dangerous. You lose time if you fail against the manhandler here. Manhandler is very random. He causes just tons of resets in record routes. Even there's only one way to fight him really, and hope you get him. And if you don't get him, you're going to have to go through the rooms again to go after the manhandler, and hope you have enough bombs for it. If not, you have to farm, kill enemies, leave the dungeon, kill the Octorocks, and kill the blue moblins, and hope to get a bomb drop outside. It's rough.
Yeah, I got lucky the second try. First try, definitely just got destroyed. Yeah. Off easel the save state.
Yeah. So, if everybody, that's why I do it this route. If everybody's going to do this route, it's risky. I mean, it's obviously the route I would do with screen scroll. Yeah, I understand. This is why I wanted to do this earlier route. It's significantly faster. It's probably going to be 5. I don't know if it'll be 10 minutes faster, but it'll be, if you do it right, it'll be 5 minutes faster. So you have 5 minutes to work with. But it's very easy to lose that 5 minutes. Oh yeah, there's a room with 5 keys at the top above the compass, yeah. See, it looks like Mythical, you feel a little bit more comfortable about it right now. See, for you, okay, what I would have done there, Fiesel, is drop his face link down. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. So, at your point, Fiesel, in this part of the run, with half a heart and 4 bombs, I would try it. I mean, yeah, you're in trouble no matter what you do. And so there's really not a whole lot of reason to not try it. Because you can get lucky, drop a bomb, kill him, and you move on. Yeah, your spawns are different. That's why Hannah's all over there instead of... See? There you go. And you killed those gels and Zulls, which is why you got a 5 rupee and not a bomb. Because you got over 10 based on that. Probably would have been a... Yeah. Yeah. So now, Fiesel, what you'll have to do is bomb hunt at this point. Because you don't have enough bombs for level 4. Yeah. And hope for a bomb drop. Okay, good. Well, there you go. So, I mean, you can go up. You're off to level 4 now. You got lucky. So, I guess King Doll, if you want to practice Zelda pretty heavily as part of your, because it always fascinates me with this Big 20, what you're going to practice, because you don't have time to get incredibly proficient in every game. What I like about having the 1 month timelines is you have to kind of delegate what you're going to be practicing. So if you want to practice this one heavily, which has the bonus of having an extra 5 minutes of time you could gain, depending on the route, practice this more. If you want to practice it less, do the easier route and give up the 5 minutes, for the guaranteed 5 minutes. So, death abuse is not, from what I've been told, allowed. So you can't die on purpose, and you can't use up A. Up A is basically forced dying. So. Oh, you guys just went to 4. I didn't realize. Now, there's something you can do in between levels 3 and 4. You don't have to. This is one option with this route, is that you can get your 30 secrets. You can get the candle before level 4 if you want. You get that heart container before 1 quicker. Under 1, that bush you burnt. But if this is an option, this is not required. It's something that's possible, because you have to come back. You have to go left anyway after you get everything. So you can. This is just an option. This is one of the ways you can do it. I don't think I would do it this way, but it's an option available to you. Is go, once you leave the dungeon, is go left twice. No, 3 times. Go left 3 times. Bomb open that wall, which is to the right of the crease. You see, if you see on the map, you'll see the circle. Get that 30 secret. Walk all the way back to the beginning. See the bomb, see the blue circle, one above the beginning, one room above the beginning. Get that 30 secret. And then get the candle to the left. It gives you that extra heart for after, but it's after level 3 and level 4, so it's not as necessary. It's just an option to you. It'd be a lot more useful if up A was allowed. I didn't know if up A was allowed at this point, so it would be much more useful if up A is allowed. Because then you just up, as soon as you get the secret on the left, bottom left corner, you would up A. So. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Or you don't have to backtrack to it, because you have to backtrack to it otherwise. Because once you're done, you have to. Well, you have to move left anyway, but you have to backtrack to it. You haven't heard Fiesel talk in a while?
No.
I see you, Fiesel.
No.
He's. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm saying no to the chat that no one has been muted or anything.
We're good.
He's just. Yeah. They were like. They feel like you're answering questions that aren't being asked, but it's just.
Oh, maybe
you're
I was
back
muted.
and forth between me and Fiesel.
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
You weren't muted on Skype. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, I hear Fiesel fine.
I just reset my mic. I don't know if it had been. Sometimes it needs some resetting.
Yeah, I've heard you fine the entire
time. All right, well, that's fine.
It's in the middle.
So anyway, we're gonna go over to. All right, so you're saying we can either get.
Look at the left-hand side of the bottom chute, and go straight up and bomb. Oh, it was broken. Wow. Okay.
That's weird that it was not muted on Skype, but muted on stream.
Yeah, XSplit does some strange things.
Okay. So Mythical went ahead and got that, did that.
Yeah, he did that.
I recommend Weasel not do it, just so we can compare and contrast.
All right.
Oh, sorry. What's the benefit is to get the heart over here, right?
The benefit is to get... Oh, let me put it up on the screen. The benefit is to get... Yeah, the heart that's by... Oops. The heart that's below level 1.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But not now. It would be on your way to the next level, right?
Yeah, and then you'd go to 4 anyway. Which I don't know.
You're still going to 4
It'd
next.
be a weird, safe hybrid to take
if you
the
wanted
dangerous
to do
route
that,
and then get an extra heart.
Level 4. I suppose you could do that, but...
Okay. So let's...
Something, I mean, it's possible, I guess. It gives you 1 extra heart for the Gleeok, but it's up to you.
Okay,
It's quite a bit of a walk.
It is a bit of a walk. I'm not sure I really see the merits of this, so maybe we could... I don't know. I'm not sure that it's worth it without the up A.
I just went straight to the dungeon.
Yeah, so let's do this dungeon.
So this is exactly the same dungeon as before. There's no difference to it, except you have wood. The wood sword doesn't make any difference, except with the with the Zals, the likes, and the boss. Doesn't matter with the buyers, so they both break apart anyway.
And now there was something about the Vyres, how you kill them.
Yes, you want to leave one of the Vyres alive. Well, not alive, but break one of them apart. At least one of them with your sword, rather than just killing all 5 of them with bombs, because you get a better spawn on the other fire room. Otherwise, that's the only thing, is that you get a better spawn. If you happen to do it, it's not a big deal, but it'll just take a little longer.
Should I use bombs in the breakfast room?
With what you're at, no. Because you're way short.
Okay. So what would be not short?
And then, not short, well, if you did well in level 3, you'll have 6 or 7 bombs entering this room. For you, well, since you got the candle early, you'd have 5 or 6, and you could use 2 or 3 in this room. Maybe get lucky and get a bomb off of the Vyres. Usually either plan a 5 rupee drop or a forced bomb drop off of the Vyres in the previous room.
I'm trying to remember which way to go. I think. Oh, right. There's the. Are we gonna do the block clip?
Oh yeah, if you want to, yeah. We can start an introduction to the block clip.
Okay.
It's the hardest one, so might as well... It's the hardest, but it's easiest. It's very easy to set up. It's, well, maybe, I don't know.
We can try it. I don't have any light source, so I'll have to do it in the dark.
And I do.
Yep, he does.
Well, your visual cue is going to be Link's position with the ladder.
Got it. So I'm in the room. I got the ladder out.
Okay, make sure you don't get hit by these stupid gels, because they're annoying as...
Yep.
Okay. Now you can open you can go through go ahead and open the doorway, Fiesel. You're close enough to get up to the top and just lay the bomb down and it'll...
Oh, right, got it. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So, now, to do the clip, you have to walk into it, let's say. If you get too close to what you need to clip through, you have to back off the tile and try to reset it.
All right.
Okay. Now, for the ladder clip vertically, your visual cue is the top of Link's hat needs to be aligned with the bottom part of the top rung.
I think I just got it accidentally.
Okay, I think I've got that.
Okay, so let's see.
And I'm facing up or down?
You're facing up.
Okay.
Looks like you are 1 pixel too far away, Mythical. I think.
Really?
It's hard to tell.
The same as me.
Okay, you guys might be right here. Okay, now what you need to do, Feasel, Mythical, you can try it, and we'll see what happens if you get it, is move 1 frame in a side direction. Since you're facing up, you need to do either left or right.
A frame.
I tapped to the right. I don't know if
Nothing happened, so you got 0 frames.
No, you got a delay.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, so now I'm down a little bit.
Okay, you moved 2 frames.
That was too much?
That was too much. That was 2 frames.
Alright, so I'm going to get back to
You
the
have
spot.
to reset it and set up again.
So if Link moves down a little bit, that means that was too many?
Not well. It's a visual thing. He'll basically move 2 pixels, 1 to turn around and 1 to slightly move. So yeah, Mythical, you 2 frame too.
Oh, now I'm facing to the right?
I think you were set up too far down, Diesel.
Okay.
I think I went 3 frames.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to look for.
You see how Link's hat is in line with the bottom of the top rung?
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, like, if I got it right, what is it going to look like?
I'll tell you when I see it.
All right.
He'll not move that much. No, you guys are. I think you guys are 1 pixel too low.
Okay, so it's not lined up with the bottom of that. It's actually intersecting the bottom of it.
It looks like, yeah.
You actually want to intersect the bottom, or the top rung a little bit.
Yeah, I think you're correct. It's... Yeah, alright. Yeah, you have to reset it, Feasel, more than that.
So this is... Now I'm 1 pixel intersecting the bottom of it. The bottom of the top rung.
Yeah, there you are, Feasel. Okay, now you need to move 1 pixel. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's right.
Alright, now Link turned around without moving down very much. So that must mean I got it. And then what?
Let's see. I'm waiting for the delay.
Wow, you should restart that stream. It
shouldn't be that long. Yeah, go up. Move up, Feasel.
I would just press up and I go?
Yep.
Nope, didn't work. Nope.
Okay, that means that you didn't excuse me. Oh, I didn't have... No wonder. No wonder. I was looking at the stream and not the VLC for some reason.
Oh, huh. Okay.
Yeah, you have to make sure you get all the way off the ladder. Because of right.
You have to go all the way off the ladder?
Yes.
Oh. I don't know if
Otherwise, you won't do you won't move the 1 frame 2 pixels, you move the 1 frame 1 pixel.
Oh, it worked. Wow, that was amazing.
There you go.
Oops, I just realized I didn't set the save right there. That's cool. I'll get back to it again. Work on getting...
Yep, that looked like it. Yep. Yeah, once I see it, it's like, okay, that's right. You know, I just, to the point where it's very natural and I don't really look for it. I just know it.
Okay.
You know? So, and
I messed around with it and got stuck. That's okay. I can just do it again.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can mess around with it and have fun. I've done a lot of that, just playing around with it, trying to find things, that kind of thing. And that's probably the hardest one you'll be. It's easy to set up, but you know, for some reason the frame, I have trouble with it because it seems like the frame rules or something in the dungeon work differently than how the frames move in the overworld. So they act a little different, and it's really odd. So it's harder for me to do the ladder clip than any of the overworld clips, and I don't know why.
I'm just getting the ladder again so that I can go back there and try it. I'm almost there.
I am in the Gleeok fight with the wooden sword and 1.5 hearts.
That sounds like a winnable situation.
Yep. That's not an uncommon spot to be in for me, really. That's the downside with level 4, is that since you don't fully kill most of the enemies, or they're item dropping enemies, you don't have much heart dropping opportunities in this dungeon. So if you get hit, you're not going to recover that health. When the fireballs are shot horizontally is the time you get more time, because it takes longer for it to go off the screen.
Oh my god, I did it again.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Yeah, make sure you get off. Yeah,
I got it, but then I reloaded the save again because that's how I roll.
I wonder.
You can buffer the ladder clip horizontally, but not vertically.
You can't buffer it vertically? I see.
No! Double KO.
Yep, that's very common. Very common. But you are, especially for newer players, when you guys were doing the White Sword 8-heart strat, you were very aggressive, very on the offense. With this, you're on the defense all the time. But basically, once you really get into the Gleeok battle, you generally want to move in kind of a parabolic, have Link move parabolically, or kind of surrounding the Gleeok. And maybe skip the left-hand side a bit and just stop in the middle, go back over. That's your best way to be close to the Gleeok while avoiding its fireballs. That's something I do. If you want to look at my tutorial and want to learn Gleeok, I spend quite a lot of time on Gleeok in my tutorial. If you want to watch that and get an idea of what's going through my head when I'm fighting Gleeok. Like, I spend a good 3-4 minutes just standing next to Gleeok and dodging all his close fireballs, standing one tile away and dodging his fireballs, just to show what you can do in that kind of thing. Yeah, hiding behind the blocks. Well, it's not a bad strategy, hiding behind the block like that, because then you have a pretty set idea of where the fireball is going to be. It can come from a different spot, but it's going to go in a general same pattern. So it's not a terrible safe being in quotations, because there's no safe strat for this battle, because you have to get up close and personal with them. But yeah, you're doing, Mythical, you are doing that parabolic style movement around him, and it's working.
Let's get a save state after that boss, and then practice some more.
It's a hard boss. Again, this is the big reason why the easier route, I wanted to do that easier route first.
I tried to be a bit more aggressive.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll die occasionally on this boss. It happens.
Oh, can't have that.
You can get 2 hits in if on a horizontal fireball. A kind of a corner fireball, you can get 3 swords in if you're in the right spot. But usually you want no more than... But yeah, Mythical, you've got the right idea. Like, I really like what you're doing now. It's like, I saw you kind of shifting once that fireball went off the screen, waiting for that fireball to come. That was really good. The worst thing about Gleeok is that his fireball is random. Timing is random. what I really want to have the Gleeok do is shoot a fireball immediately upon the other fireball leaving the screen. But he won't always do that. He'll hesitate. And that'll get my timing off and my rhythm off. And that's usually when I die to Gleeok, is when he is actually slower with his fireballs. And I get cute sometimes when I have when I have one of the heads gone. And that it's a 50-50 chance on whether or not the next fireball is coming from the head or not. So I'll be aggressive and it's like, okay, I'm betting on the dead head firing. And go get really aggressive, and I get hit immediately by the live head hitting me with a fireball. But yeah, I really like what you're doing here.
It's fun in the sense that, like, I don't have to do it during a speed run.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then it's tense and annoying.
That was really good. That was a really good battle.
Followed by a pretty bad one. I'm being really aggressive now.
Yeah, I mean, it's what your limit is, what you feel like you can do.
Yeah, there was the gamble on which head is going to shoot.
Alright, I'm refreshing the thing here, except it's not playing. So I have to look at the actual stream for a moment.
I'm not sure why I'm not getting the ladder clip anymore.
Okay, hang on.
Oh, there it is. No, it's not. Oh, yeah, there it was. Okay, cool. Let's try
Yeah,
this
the
one.
last one, the one where you said you had it, but you didn't refresh it.
So I'm at something like a 10% success at killing Gleeok. This is like Kraid all over again.
Yeah, this is the Kraid. Yeah, you're right. I think this is the Kraid of this best of 20.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to want to take the safe route.
I don't know. Well, this safe route hasn't been... No one has really done a tutorial for it. Everybody's looked at and tried to do the level 3 that have started practicing it. And with very mixed results.
I forget, do I need to save any bombs? I do, right?
Well, you need one... No? Yeah, one bomb for level 1. Now, what Lack's going to do, and it's not something I've really put my thought in, is he doesn't do level 1 next. For our purposes, I'm going to do level 1. But he's going to skip level 1 and come back, because he's got to come back anyway for the candle to get that heart container.
Oops.
But for now, we'll just... There's from this point on, there are a ton of... Yeah, from level 3 onward for Magical Sword, there are a lot of options available too.
Alright, so... I won't hold you guys up too long here, I'll just go until I get it. 16 hits?
Yep. 10 to lop off the first hit, 6 to kill the second hit. And it's just a cumulative. It's not like one has 10 and one has 6. It's just... You can hit one head 9 times, hit the other one once, and that one will explode. Which I always find kind of amusing. Like, one is like 15 hits to kill that head, and the other one was 1. But yeah, I see, Fiesel, you've got that kind of parabolic pattern going on, and you favor the right-hand side.
Yeah, favoring the right-hand side is... I remember that.
Yeah. So you're doing really well. It looks like it's kind of nerve-wracking for you, but you're doing well.
Well, sometimes the fireball comes from the head.
From both, yeah. It can come from either head, either if it's alive or dead.
Oh, it comes from the other head. Oh, wow. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just paying attention to where that bullet is on the screen, because if he shoots that fireball like to the downward direction, it's going to go off the screen much sooner than if he shoots it sideways. So yeah, just like once that bullet goes off the screen, get away from Gleeok and see where he's going to shoot next. But yeah, he shoots instantly. As soon as it goes off the screen, he shoots the next one. So when he's going to fire.
He can.
Sometimes he delays. Yeah.
Sometimes he delays. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yep.
Darn it.
Yep. Like I said, that's why.
I thought I had it.
Yeah, I mean,
Figured
if
out.
he does it, it's great rhythm, and I can do really fast Gleeok, so he shoots right away. You prefer him to shoot right away, because that's when you have the most control of the battle. But when he delays, you lose control of the battle, and that gives the Gleeok the advantage. So that's the biggest part about the battle, is at higher levels is when he fires that fireball after the one goes off the screen. But yeah, that's the way I would go about it. Fiesel, is the way you were saying.
Yeah.
And just hope he doesn't delay too much and doesn't throw you off.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Well, sorry for that. It took me so many attempts there, but let's move on to something else from here.
Okay, let's go ahead and go to level 1. It's the same route. Mythical can get the heart while
the
he's
heart
at
container
it.
now, since he already got the money that was out of the way so that he could get the early heart container. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go straight into level 1. Yeah, I don't really feel like for safety purposes it's going to make any difference, because we've already done the 2 hard dungeons.
Yes.
So, yeah, I don't know about
it's not going to matter too much.
About that route. All right, now I do have 1 key in my inventory. Should I still do the door trick?
No.
Nope?
No.
Okay.
Just go straight through.
And
then finish the dungeon as you did last time.
Yeah, is that right or left? I can't remember.
Right.
Right, okay.
Up, right. Bomb up.
Bomb up.
Mythical didn't have a key, so he has to do it that way.
Not sure what happened there, but okay.
I don't either.
I want that key. Alright, now we gotta fight this guy.
Okay, and since you're gonna need... you can probably use that bomb if you want to, since you're... No, you need it for the heart rock. So I would not use it.
Oh yeah, I've only got 1 bomb, so I gotta fight this guy with...
So for Mythical, what he's going to need to do is go bomb hunting, or he has to return to that heart rock.
I have the beam sword, that makes it much easier.
So I would have killed those orange gorillas drop bombs, so I would have killed those. Yeah, that's the easy way to do it. I mean, Aquamentus is a level 1 boss. He's as hard as you would expect him to be.
Alright, so let's say I don't have the beam sword. What's this like?
As long as you got 5 hearts, just walk up there and give him the business.
Yeah. Go from under... if he moves far left, go from underneath. If he goes back right, I would go from the left-hand side.
Will his body damage you, or just his head damage you?
Just his head. His body does not damage you.
So you can walk into his body and then sword him from below.
Yeah. It's very easy. It's only trying to do it as fast. It's easy. There's no... And since you're going to save bombs, there's really no fast way.
Looks like touching his head does a full heart of damage.
Yes.
So do not touch his head. Stay away from him. Let his fireballs hit you all you want, because they only do half a heart of damage, and you've got probably close to full health at this point.
That's what I do like about this game, is that there are different damage values for...
Right. The important thing is...
actions, yeah.
Yeah, so just don't touch his head, whatever you do. Take damage from the fireballs if you have the chance, instead of his head. Okay, cool.
Where should I be going to farm bombs, if that's what I want to do?
In the overworld, you can farm blue enemies.
For you, right now, Mythical, you're in bad shape because there's no close bombs. What you would do now is skip where the heart rock is, and go straight to level 2. Because level 2 has lots of bombs. And then you'd have to wrap back around.
I forget if I can go down to level 2 from the desert.
Yes, there's a little
Or
opening.
you have to go right. You have to go through the Heart Rock area. So you go right through the desert. One screen right of the Heart Rock. Down, down, left, up.
Oh, okay, yeah, that is faster. Yeah, you can go through the desert, but it's out of the way.
Well, yeah, that's where you go. That's where you go through the desert.
Okay. And so I'm going to level 2 next? That's what's happening?
Yes.
All right. I'm just trying to see
what's... Heart Rock on the way.
Yeah, Heart Rock on the way. Okay, so I'm going up to the upper route then.
I've forgotten everything.
You really don't need that secret.
So next is Heart Rock. Oh my gosh, I'm hitting everything.
But there are several different ways you can do this. Like, there'll be a little bit faster ways with screen scrolling. But we'll do that in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll talk about screen scrolling after this is over.
There's some routes that are faster with screen scrolling.
Alright. Oh wait, and I go to the right
That's
after
true,
Heart Rock to get to level 2?
Yeah, you could do that.
Should I get the money as well?
Yeah, you need the money, so go right.
So I also need to farm bombs.
You can wrap around. You're fine. You would go ahead and get the Armos 30 secret, and then go to level 2.
So I don't need the money from bombing this.
You will, but you can get it in a bit.
I feel like we've done a bad job showing this route off because it's all just exceptions. We're not doing it the way you had intended.
This route has a lot of exceptions.
Okay.
There's several different things you can do. So Zelda's all about making decisions based on what you've got, what your counts are.
All right. Well,
this happens a lot.
Just so you guys know, though, we could have that spot right to the right, one screen to the right of Heart Rock. If I had another bomb, I would have bombed that wall and gotten the rupees.
You'll bomb it in a moment anyway.
Before going down to get the other rupees from the Armos. Or the armor. Armos? It's an Armos. Alright.
And level 2, make sure you come out of level 2 with some bombs. That's all. Go
make sure
right.
You come out of level 2 with some bombs. Alright, so level 2, the route is to go right and then up.
It's the same exact route as the other, because you just have more hearts. Yep. Level 2 is very easy. There's not a whole lot needs to be said about it. You don't need any keys because this is your last dungeon, and it doesn't require any keys to beat.
Hopefully, it doesn't require any health to beat.
Not really. You could try getting rupees from the ropes, but kind of.
Yeah, you'd have to get 30 for it to work out.
You have to get total 60. You'd need 19 more.
Right, 30. Yeah, for each one that you skip. So I don't know if that's likely.
But yeah, it's for this, especially this route, the 3 route, because level 2 is a very fixed type route. There's not a whole lot of thinking involved. You just know the route, do the route. It's not very difficult at all. This one, there is a lot of thought involved, and based on what counts you have, what options you want to do, what screen scrolls you want to do, that kind of thing. Now, at this point, you have enough bombs, Fiesel. I would just bomb these guys, too.
Oh, bomb the Goriyas?
Yeah. At that point.
Oh, I forgot the quick kill method for this guy. No, you want to... 2 bombs, and when the second one goes off, you stab him.
Well, you were late on that, dropping that second one. But you're fine, in this case, you're fine. You don't need too many more bombs at this point. There you go. There you go.
I didn't wait long enough between those bombs.
Oh wait, so what does my heart route look like now that I've got?
Okay, what you need to do is go back to the Heart Rock.
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
was for, you know where it is now, right? You passed it before level 2. So where you're at, you went into the menu. It's up twice and left once. See how late on that one you did a bit ago where he didn't get it? See how long it took him to eat that bomb?
Yeah.
That's why that last one was late.
Right. Because I should be timing it based on when he eats the bomb, not when I place the bomb. Because if it takes him some time to eat the bomb, the second bomb's going to go off too soon. So don't lay the second bomb until you see him eat the first one, and even just a little bit after that, it seems like.
Yeah, that's what I look at. Yeah,
all
that's
right.
why when Jay Coper and they all like that like it's like very quick. And I always delay a little longer than what they do for that reason.
I was worried that he's going to turn before he even eats the bomb too. Oh, okay.
You can if he's facing you and you want to, if he's facing you, you can get really up close and personal to him. Get it. So what mythical, you get the raft heart, you get the ladder heart, wrap around to the southern coast, get the heart down there, and that's 12. All you have to do is go to the magical sword.
Wow, he's way ahead of me. All right, so now once you get out of level 2, what's the deal? That all you need is to get those extra hearts, and that's it?
What you need is the candle yet, Fiesel.
Oh, I still don't know the candle.
Ideally, for this particular route, how I would do this route, especially when there's no screen scrolling, is you would have 60 rupees at this point. You don't, so you need to go ahead and get that.
I'll do the one that I should have gotten earlier. If I'd had an extra bomb, yeah, we should point out that you want 2 bombs coming out of level 3, or level 1. Level 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, coming out of level 1, you want to have 2 bombs, and I didn't, so I wasn't able to get it. So I got this 30 rupee thing right here. But I wasn't able to get this 30 rupee up here, which is why I'm going to get that now. But yeah, you get the ones on the coast along the right next.
And then and then you're going to wrap around back to that, remember that double cross?
Yeah.
You'll go back, you'll wrap around there. Once you get the ladder heart, you go down 1, left 2, up 1, right 1. Can you remember that?
No.
I didn't think so. I wouldn't be able to. But once you get that ladder, you'll kind of wrap around to that double cross room.
I know how to get to that, sure.
So what route would you recommend to get to the magical sword from the shore heart?
Without screen scrolling, I would go above level 1, like you did last time. Okay. Since the Lost Woods, you have to do all this extra stuff tonight. So if you screen scroll, it'd probably be Lost Woods would be the faster way.
Yeah. Sorry, it's a little confusing because we're going different ways here, right?
Yeah. Again, and depending on what happens if I were to do it, I could do different. Like even in a record run, different things can happen. So.
Okay. So where am I going now? Am I still on the route that you had intended?
Where you are now is where I'd go after 2 if I had enough rupees. You'd go right into that shop and buy the candle.
I'm gonna go right to here. So you would come right out of level 2 and get this thing.
Get the candle.
Get the candle.
Or you can do it's either way. You can do that after wrapping around or do that before wrapping around. It's entirely up to you. It's faster if you screen scroll, but it's not necessary.
Sorry, go on.
And no, I was pretty much finished. Now what you need to do is get that southern heart.
The southern heart, so that's the one on the shore that you have to bomb to get to?
Yes. So go left twice and then down. Twice I think. It's ever many times to get to the coast.
Alright, I got that. And then there's one more. There's a heart that I need to burn next to level 1.
Yep. And since you have to go left a lot anyway, it's kind of either or on whether or not it's faster to get the candle first. What Lack's going to do is he's going to do level 2 and then do the wrap around the coast, do the raft, do the ladder, and then screen scroll from the ladder spot over to the candle.
All right. So
instead of wrapping back around to that. What for where you're at, Fiesel, it might be better to use the Lost Woods with the screen scroll. We can kind of go with that if you want. If you want to learn that one. The Lost Woods screen scroll is the most useful screen scroll.
Oh, well, let's just do it as we planned without the screen scrolling, and then you can show the screen scroll route after this if you want.
Okay. And you,
where am I going to go next from here?
DLC shows for me. From that point on, you're moving toward the Lost Woods.
Okay. Moving towards the Lost Woods.
So you're either not going to scroll or you're going to spend the time not scrolling. You're going to scroll or not scroll.
But
so at this
way,
point, to go to the Lost Woods, you go straight left.
Got it.
I got to redo the DLC thing because it froze.
Are we picnicking or is it okay?
No, it's on for me on the actual stream's open, but it froze for me in the player.
All right.
I'm unable to open it.
All right, hold on a second. Yeah, looks like it's not showing.
I mean, I can just look off the stream. If
I guess you're gonna have to. I'm not sure what's up with that. Network issue, probably. Alright, so now we're going into Lost Woods. And you want to show me the wait, let's do it without the screen scrolling, and then we'll...
Okay. Once you get to the Lost Woods, you go up, left, down, left. And that gets you through them.
Okay.
I think.
That's
I
it.
haven't done Lost Woods in a very long time.
Okay, yep, and then that leads you there. Okay, so what are we gonna go through the with screen scrolling version now?
This route has a lot more use when you're doing a bunch of different screen scrolls than the level 2 route.
All right.
Good job, Mythical. That was good.
So I guess let's try this. Let's go all out and try this with screen scrolls. This is our longest tutorial yet, but that's fine.
Yeah. If you want to do what it's the last run, so.
Sure.
I guess we can throw up Lax route. Just kind of try Lax route, see what how you guys pull it off.
Is that a completely different than the ones we've done so far?
It's pretty much he does one last, so he gets the candle. He gets he does one and then that last heart container under one, so he skips one and walks past it.
Okay. So okay.
Which is okay. It doesn't matter. I mean, either way. But I'm just looking at it now. Just looking at the base spin for it.
Do you think it'd be more helpful to just play the video than to have us do it, or do you want to have us actually try one of these?
It's up to you guys. You guys want to try it? It's up to, well.
Is this the route that you would suggest if people want to learn screen scrolling? What's the route that you suggest they use? That's what I want to know.
Well, I would probably do what Lack would do. I would probably do one earlier than what he would do. It doesn't matter that much, but it's definitely an optimized route for sure.
Let's go through. I mean, I feel like if we're going to do one more of these, let's do the high-end route. Like, if you're going to learn screen scrolling and if you're going to take risks, what would you do?
Okay. All right. So, Fiesel, grab the
wood sword.
Okay, this is going to be a little harder because there's going to be more delay. The first thing you're going to do is let's see. I might throw a link to you here. Hang on one sec. I might need this. All right, I'm putting something in Skype right now.
Got it. All right, yeah. So here's the how to screen scroll.
Yeah.
This is a useful thing. Can you want to link this to the people in chat too? This is pretty helpful.
Well, I'll just do the full.
Okay.
The candle.
Sounds good.
But the one in particular on that page that I just linked in chat is that particular picture within it. It basically shows you the distance from the edge if there's no cutoff on your TV or anything like that.
I have no idea.
See, and it's every TV is different, of course. I don't know if you're you're going to be completely different, Diesel. I don't think you're not playing it on emulator. You're doing it on a power pack TV, aren't you?
All right, so I want to line up with like this. I think I can see it though.
Okay.
I'm
going to be delayed, so I won't be able to.
Well, I haven't moved, so.
If you get too close, you have to move a tile or so away from the edge to make sure you can reset it up fine.
Wait, if you get too close, you have to actually back up?
Yes, because that means you'll move the one frame 1 pixel instead of 1 frame 2 pixels.
I see. All right, so I think I'm lined up with it. So now what?
You're too far away for sure, Fiesel.
You think so?
Yes. You're about 3 or 4 pixels too far away.
I guess I'm not, because the picture you have is of a different screen, so it's hard to tell.
Yep. Like, before you go on, Fiesel, how far is Link into, disappears off the screen before the screen transitions?
Just barely.
Okay, Mythical's in the right spot, it looks like.
Yeah, you'll see in a couple seconds that it definitely was the right spot.
All right.
Oh, you're in the right spot, Fiesel. Now you need to do the 1 frame. Now, side direction in this case will be down. Oh, you went too... Okay. Okay, maybe you were too close because you went forward instead of back. Link will usually, in this case, turn around and change position usually.
If I press down, if I tap down for 1 frame, he'll turn left?
If you're in the right spot.
Oh, well, that's a good way to know.
Close. Yeah, you're way too close there.
I mean, I don't know what the visual cue is supposed to be.
It looks like you're in the right spot here, but it looks like maybe your screen is cut off a little bit from what I'm used to. So go back, try again. If you're moving forward, if you push 1 frame down...
Oh, now I turned around.
And you move forward, it means you were too close.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like I finally, when I was on the right spot, it makes Link turn left. All right, and then I just press to the right, and I can go. Wow, look at that. That's amazing.
Isn't it?
Oh, I was at it again. Oops.
See, it's harder to find the setup here, but easier to do the 1 frame in the overworld.
Neat.
Okay, now do it from the left-hand side.
Oh, I had it and I walked the wrong way. Now do it from the left-hand side?
Mm-hmm.
But you can't, right?
You can.
Oh, you can? Oh, I thought it only worked one way. Oh.
Nope. There's reasons why right to left was started first, because most of them started that way, and you can't clip into a wall on the the left-hand side, you get stuck.
So Link will turn around if I'm on the right spot?
Yep.
Let's see.
Now, if you're too far away, if you're 1 pixel too far away, Link will still turn around and you won't be able to do it. That's very important. I'll tell you, line them up.
Link will do what? If you're too far away, what?
If Link is 1 pixel too far away, he'll turn around the same as if you're on the right pixel, but you won't be able to do the clip. And this is very important for later. Just seeing them.
haven't
See,
gotten
on
it even
the
once.
thing here, you're cut off pretty high, so it's hard for me to find. It's hard for me to see the.
Oh yeah, you can't see the edge of this at all. Let me see if I can fix that. Let's try this right here. All right, good.
Were you able to do it?
Mm-hmm. No, I wasn't able to get it yet. I still haven't found the spot. It would be helpful to have pictures that show where to stand.
But again, it's
going to be different. Speed. Well, yeah, but it's going to be different for each screen. Well, no, it'd be nice to line it up with something in the back or in one of the tiles next to you.
Let's see. That's a lot better, so I can see when you're in the right spot. It looks like you're getting too close a lot. Okay, here's a.
There it is.
Here's a little bit of a help for you here. Okay, the farthest pixel away you can be without using the sword on the left-hand side is the pixel where you screen strip.
Oh, the farthest you can be without using the sword?
Oh, there you did it. Now,
oh, that's helpful to know. So if you get really close, if you get too close, you can't use the sword. What?
On the last pixel that you can use the sword, you can sword buffer and do the trick. So if you're one pixel too far away, you can use the sword. Now, use the sword, push down while you're using the sword, and you'll be able to clip through instead.
Wait, I'm not sure I understand what you're saying.
Okay. Now, let's set this up first. Now, try to get to the closest you can to the edge while being able to use your sword.
Maybe I'm there.
Okay. Now, when you use your sword, quickly push down so that you push down and you'll move. You push down and you let go of A before the sword is done firing. Link should be turned around to the right at that point.
That's what I got.
Oh, yep.
And that's the sword buffer for one pixel too far away.
And now if I walk left, it goes? Wow.
You'll walk left and go through.
Wow, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it works. Cool. So if I can still fire my sword, if I can't fire my sword, then I might be at this position already.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it looks like I am. But if I can fire the sword, then I can try firing it and then tapping down, and if that makes me turn around to the right, that means that I did it correctly. But in this case, I'm facing down, which means I didn't.
Yep, that means you were one pixel too far from that. So you were one pixel too far. Yeah, and the sword can't be used on the right-hand side because you know how everything skews left? So Link's one pixel too far right, and he won't be able to use his sword in the same position.
Okay, neat.
On the right-hand side. So you
I just stabbed myself with the laser sword.
Yeah, that's yeah. That's very yeah. That's fun.
Okay, interesting. So I guess you get used to finding that position on each of the screens.
It's a lot easier now, since we know a lot more about it than when I first did it. So it's very easy for people to learn now than when I did it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So what's the screen wrapping route?
Okay, so you'll go left after you're getting the sword.
Like walk left?
Yep. Walk left, and then screen wrap left twice. And that'll take you into level 3.
I'm just gonna stop and kill everything so that I can do this in peace.
Now, if you're going to kill everything in the first room, you might as well just walk left.
Because it's not going to be worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
But whatever.
But in the next room, you have to. Also in the routes...
Oh, I went too far.
Oh, I know what you did. I know what you did.
So why is it that I'm tapping down and Link turns around to face the other direction, but then when I walk right, it doesn't work?
2 things. 1, you're 1 pixel too far away, or 2, you move 2 frames.
There we go. All right, so that.
Can you tell if you've moved 1 frame or 2 frames?
Yes. It's just something. I mean, yes, you can tell. Sometimes I ignore it and I was like, oh, I knew I did that, and then I reset. But yeah, you almost always know. Also, you don't want to, in the route, kill anything before that first Dark Nut in level 3. So you can get that.
Alright.
There you go. But since you guys were killing things anyway, it doesn't matter, so...
Oops, I just went through the wall, then walked out of it.
Yep.
See, that's another thing you got to get used to, is that you have to... Once you get through, you can't go too far, or you're on the other side of the screen, you have to walk around. Oh, there you go, yep. There, just showed me. Now, this particular wrap, these 2 screen wraps into 3 will save you about 25 seconds, I think, if I remember right.
All right.
Over not doing it and walking around. Might be more to 30 now, because we're getting really efficient at it. I don't remember, yeah. But yeah, it's not a ton, but it's significant.
So do I want to not kill things in level 3?
Well, you already killed a whole lot of keys, so your counts are way not where they usually would be at this point, so you can do whatever. But at level 3 is the same. Since you don't have any bombs, Fiesel, and Mythical, you have to kill all 3 of these Dark Nuts here.
All right,
get that
I'll just double back and do that.
Oh, I should do that first?
Yeah. In this case, because you don't have any bombs. You're going to spend a lot of time in that room if you don't use bombs.
Okay, but so what did we want to do then? Let's actually explain to people how this is supposed to work.
Okay. What you'll do is get the sword, screen wrap twice into level 3 without killing anything.
Right.
And then kill 1 Dark Nut here.
Then kill 1 Dark Nut in this room. Okay.
And that'll give you an opportunity to get a bomb drop. If you don't get it, the simplest thing to do is to kill the rest of the Dark Nuts and get the room drop, which is a bomb. Now, you both got a bomb drop off the last Dark Nut, it looks like. So you guys are in great shape at this point.
Yeah, but I'm starting again, because I want to do this properly. I want to actually show people the route. I don't want to make all these exceptions like we did for the other one.
Okay.
I want to actually get this. Legitimate.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. If you don't completely finish the screen wrap, you'll actually just end up right back where you were.
Yep. I do that a lot too, which is annoying.
As a safe strat, Zarnax in chat suggests that getting a fixed bomb drop from a Keese room.
Yeah, that's possible. You go north of the compass room, but it's a vertical shoot room, so you have to do it from the side. I think you have to get an extra key and just go into that vertical. It's a horizontal shoot room. Kill all the Keese in there, and it's a forced bomb drop. I did that at I did that at AGDQ because I had basically 60 some odd scenarios accounted for except one, and of course that's the scenario I got. I knew it could happen. I just didn't have a good counter to it. I had accounted to pretty much everything else when it came to bomb drops and what would happen, and then I got the one thing that I couldn't deal with. I don't need an extra key. Oh, so let me look up on the feed.
I must be pressing down for too many frames.
Oh, it's a key from the right-hand side. It's not from the left. So yeah, you would go in from there and get a bomb if you really wanted to. I mean, that's possible, I guess. If you're at 4 bombs, I mean, that's an option. Not a fan of it. But yeah, you have to come in from the left-hand side. Room drops are not pickable by boomerangs or swords. You have to pick it up with the body.
I was trying to go with new meta, find some way to get over there, all on my own. That went well.
And I got my bomb drop.
You can kill those Zals and Gels, Fiesel, in the room before, because they don't count toward the regular kill counter.
Oh, you can kill. You can kill the big and the small blobs, and they don't count.
Because because the Zal breaks apart, and I guess it's not in. And since those gels aren't in the room coding when you first enter the room, they don't count toward the kill counter.
Do I need this key above the Dark Nuts?
Yeah, yes, you don't have to have it. Otherwise, you have to go through. You have to re-enter level 1. That's what that key is for level 1.
So you think it is or is not worth getting that?
Usually, it gives you going into that room gives you a better red Dark Nut spawn for
so you
bomb
think
use.
It's better to try to do that? All right, got it.
So it's not bad. I mean, it's an option. I would do. That's probably what I would do. You got a weird spawn again. I don't know how you're getting weird spawns.
Oh.
For me, but yeah, you've already got weird spawns because of the keys. Well, you should I wonder if you can restart from the beginning, because I don't know if did you hard reset or soft reset?
I'm not sure. Probably a soft reset.
Yeah. No, that shouldn't matter. I don't know. You have a weird banner, but here clear. Yeah, at this point, if you get a clock, clear everything.
Yeah, definitely.
I would never be in that situation. Thinking about it, that might not be a terrible idea, but I would be short bombs. Set up for that.
Man, sorry, everyone's gonna have to listen to beeping for a long time here. All right, let me do this fight one more time.
Oh, he screwed up the screen scrolls. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, screwing up the screen scrolls will cause you to have different spawns.
Probably. Oh my goodness. I don't know if this is a good idea.
But yeah, Mythical, you seem pretty comfortable with at least more than what I've seen Fiesel so far. Just on this on this harder route so far.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel too confident.
But you're able to kill off the manhandle with a sword. That's hard to do. You got a pretty tame manhandle once you knocked off the first 3, but yeah.
He kind of stopped shooting fireballs. Is that a thing?
I wish I could tell you anything specific about Manhandle other than he likes to be random.
All right. Well, how about this? I don't think people want to watch me forever try to get through this with 1 heart.
Okay.
So maybe... Are we just going to be doing Lactax route? Because I could just play the video of that and you guys can see what actual good gameplay looks like.
Yeah, we could do that. I can talk. I haven't actually watched it. I just know it's there. Did I link you the video or the paste bin?
The video.
Yeah. Fiesel, what I saw, Fiesel, you have pretty good, for the most part, Dark Nut. When you were doing them earlier, you were pretty good on feeling the Dark Nuts out pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
So that was good. It's like, some people have difficulty predicting and just feeling the Dark Nuts, but you seem to have pretty good on it. Mythical's pretty good on just movement feel with, like, he was doing really well on the Leok and looking pretty good on the Manhandla.
Mm-hmm.
So what's on the left is
Lactax going to be playing Lax Run on the left here. So
this
just
is
change
the
this.
magical sword route that he came up with, which
All
is
right.
now frozen for me. You must have paused it.
It's paused.
Okay. I'm hoping no. So.
Let me just make it a little bit bigger.
Well, there are no Wizardrobes in this particular goal, so that Wizardrobes can be a big block for a lot of people.
There are no Wizardrobes in this. That's true. Alright, so this is Laxrout on the left here. He gets the wooden sword first. He does this screen scroll.
Yeah.
Oh, he screwed it up. Oh, no. That's what happens when I do it. So getting 5 pixels away from the edge, that's tough because especially like right here, you don't have any visual cue really to line yourself up with other than looking where the edge of the screen is.
Oh, he's sorry, I'm behind. It's like he doesn't screw up like that.
Yeah.
So now his
Right.
so
Anyway, he kills.
well, no, he screwed up. No, it shouldn't change the spawns.
So he killed a dark nut in this 3 dark nut room and didn't get a bomb. So now he's killing the other 2.
Okay.
So that he can get the bomb drop. The fixed bomb drop. That makes sense. But he wouldn't have killed the other 2 if he did get the bomb drop, right?
That is correct.
All right. Looks like he's also going for this key.
Yeah. He says that in the paste bin just so he doesn't have to re-enter one, which I think it's pretty.
And wow, look at that bomb placement. That's really what you want to be doing. Because fighting these things with the wooden sword is so slow. If you can kill 3 of them with 1 bomb, absolutely. He also bombs in this room and gets a drop out of it.
Yeah, this is standard 5 dark nut room stuff.
Oh, Darkwing, you can start the other thing up again. It should be back. Okay. So why did he kill those guys entering that room?
Because he was getting a forced bomb drop.
Oh,
so
I see.
You guys are getting hit and that kind of thing, so he killed that guy to get a forced bomb drop, so he has full bombs at this point.
He does, yeah, he has 8 bombs. Okay. So what gives you the forced bomb drop, by the way?
You kill 10 consecutive enemies and that 10 without getting hit, and that 10th enemy is killed via bomb.
Got it. Okay, kill the 10th enemy with a bomb without getting hit.
Yeah, otherwise it would be a 5 rupee.
Okay. If you kill it without a bomb, you get a 5 rupee.
Yeah.
I see. All right, taking the same path that we took through here.
Mm-hmm.
It takes some 2 bombs to kill that manhandler.
That's pretty standard.
Okay, so what do you do after level 3?
He's going to go to level 4. It's the same as the standard speedrun route. He's going to go to 4, get the ladder. It's at this point there's no real variation off of the speedrun route, the 80% route. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of subtle things, but it's just for a race. It's the reason why you entered the room there came into play. That's interesting.
Okay. Wait, why did he go? Oh, I'm backing up to the beginning of this dungeon again. What did we do in what is he killing this thing?
Because he did get a drop off the manhandler, so he's going after bombs there.
Ah, I see. He bombed those blue bouncing guys.
Those weren't guaranteed. Because he got a 5 rupee. Yeah, those weren't guaranteed. So he got lucky.
And now, did he just okay, right there? I think he's just clipping through this diagonal room. Is that what he's doing?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's again. This is no variation from the 80% run. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we're going this way as well. I mean, all of our routes have gone this way.
Mm-hmm.
No difference in the way you do the dungeons.
Nope. For me, since his route changes after level 4, if I were to do the magical sword race, I would do. I wouldn't change it till after level 1. Rupees are very inconsequential in this goal.
Yeah, he used bombs on the likes, which sort of makes sense because they take, I think, 8 hits.
9.
9 hits.
It's all based on how many bombs you have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he wouldn't have done that if he didn't have the extra bombs to spare, but he had 8 going in there, so why not?
And no crotch swords, so that makes me happy.
Alright, and so he's setting up this trick. There we go. He collects those rupees.
Yeah, I don't know why for this route. Unless if he gets up to 30, he might skip a one of the 30 secrets.
Maybe that is what he's thinking. Except he just left a 5 rupee sitting there on the table.
Yeah, getting those 8 rupees and that is standard any percent route.
So that could have just been habit.
So, yeah, it's habit. Probably.
All right. So it looks like he's playing it relatively safe in this Gleeok fight. He did only have 1 health going in there.
No, he had 4 going in, and he just botched it completely.
Oh, he had 4 going in. Oh, I didn't see. Yeah, it's true. He came in with the beam sword. That's right.
Yeah, this has not been his most happy Gleeok. But I seem to get overly aggressive when I have 4. I almost prefer not to have beam sword because I get kind of like too over cocky since like, wow, I got so much health that I can just do whatever. And I've died.
It just dropped again.
Full health. So.
Oh yeah, you've died with full health.
Oh,
well, with the wooden sword, taking 8 hits to kill, or 16 hits to kill that thing. I can see that. So he's screen wrapping in a bunch of places here. Yeah. Now this is
because he's skipping 1.
He didn't do level 1 next. Okay, that's why he went that way. And now he does Heart Rock. And then is he going to get the rupees that you have to bomb for?
You could do it. Well, he's going to screen wrap them now.
Yeah, so he gets these rupees here.
Well, that would be a cause of dip. I mean, there's so much variation that you could do that doesn't. This is what made the second quest so hard, is that there's so many different variations of the route that didn't seem to save or gain time either way.
All right, so he gets the secret.
Seems to have.
Right. So he gets the secret, and then he goes back.
Yes.
And that was the reason for doing level 3 first, is to get the raft.
Mm-hmm. So you don't have to backtrack all the way here, and the ladder.
Right, he does 3 and 4 to get the raft and the ladder, and then he does all the rest of this stuff. I see.
Because otherwise you go here first and then have to come all the way back.
So he was worried about getting knocked back onto the raft port there, I think, is why he hesitated.
Yep.
And now here we go. This is where it really pays to be able to do this screen wrap. So this is something I guess we probably should have explained how to do that. Like, what's the lineup, the setup for doing that there?
It's that picture has that as well. I think it does.
Ah, okay. It does for the side to side. I see it now. So it's like 5 pixels away from the edge of the tile instead of from the edge of the screen.
Yep.
But it's still the same thing. You're just 5 pixels away from a different boundary.
Yep.
All right, so he does level 2 now.
Mm-hmm.
And he has the candle.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can definitely see why this is a lot faster than the safe route, because get those 2 key items first and then go all the way over to the right side to grab those heart containers and then just go leftwards for everything else.
It's just a matter, are you going to lose that time on the Gleeok in Manhandler?
Yeah, doing the Gleeok with 4 heart containers.
Yep. Instead of and wooden sword as opposed to white sword and 8 hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm having fun fighting the Gleeok with the wooden sword, but I think for a race, I would definitely go with the white sword.
So safe route is you do levels 1 and 2 first, and then you do
2, get the white sword. 2 white sword, 1, 3, 4.
2, then the white sword, then 1, 3, 4. Got it. So then you're doing the Gleeok last, so you'll have the most amount of health. Alright, so from level 2...
All he needs level 1 in the southern coast heart, and then the south of 1 heart.
All right, there's 2 more hearts to pick up in the overworld, and then 1 in the level 1 dungeon. Got it. So yeah, he goes after the southern coast heart. And really, you're going to want to screen wrap anytime. If you're confident in the screen wrapping, you're going to want to do it anytime that you're walking from one side of the screen to the other.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't screen wrap up and down because that leads to... You can, but doesn't that lead to weird things like you getting stuck in the menu?
Well, you don't get stuck, but you go into the HUD, and you have to walk through it to get to the screen transition. So the maximum you can save, if you do it perfectly, is 0.5 seconds as opposed to 3 seconds. I think it's like 2.2, something like that, for doing it side to side.
So you think side to side is worth trying to do, but up and down is not going to be worth trying to do unless you're task level of confidence.
Pretty much.
All right, now he opens this door because he got the key above the Dark Nut room in level 3. But if you didn't get that key, you could just enter, exit and re-enter.
Yep. Keys are not terribly important for this one. To be honest, unless someone has done runs of Zelda other than that's going to be in the 20, I don't think anybody else is going to do this route.
You think everyone's going to fight Gleeok last?
No, they might do a modified version of this level 3 route, but not do one last and that kind of thing. They'll do some scrolls, but not all. And then it's straight shot, pretty much.
Okay.
It's just a matter of your confidence in screen scrolling on what routes you want to do and that kind of thing.
So dangerous doing that in the Linnell room.
Not from the right-hand side, because if you're in position to do it, you have to reset. You can't get hit.
Oh, really? You won't get hit if you do that. Interesting.
Yeah. If you go too far out and reset it, you can, but there's a range. There's, at the last block area, you can't get hit by stuff on the right-hand side because of that skewing hitbox to the left. You can get hit on the left-hand side, but you can't get hit on the right-hand side. So that's yeah, 3, 4, 1, 2 is what I would do. The idea of screen scrolling all the way to 2 and then come back to 1 is fine, is good. It's probably it's probably faster because you can scroll all the way there, and you have to come back to that area anyway. So that, and maybe if you want to, unless you want to get early candle and get, but I would probably do the early candle if up A was allowed. And then reverse it. If up A was allowed, do level 3 first, get the 30 secret in the bottom left corner, up A, get the 30 secret above the start, buy candle, do level 4, come out of level 4, up A, wrap all the way to the south coast heart. Probably wrap around along the coast, get the ladder, get the raft heart. Once you get the raft heart, scroll toward 1, or scroll toward 2, do 2. Probably up A, get the heart, south of 1, do level 1, and then off 2. But that's not, yeah. I think the up route would be quite a bit different, but that's not allowed, so that's fine.
So it's a moot point.
Yeah. But, I saw what Fiesel did.
Yep.
Gotta be careful on that. That's the...
I'm sure it won't be the last time. Yeah, I gotta say, you have to be pretty confident with these screen scrolls to be able to do them without stopping to kill all the enemies, which defeats the purpose of doing the screen scroll.
In a way, yeah.
I mean, the time it takes you to kill all the enemies just so you can screen scroll, you could have just walked over and, gone the other way.
Mm-hmm. So, well, that's why when I found screen scrolling, when I first incorporated it, I only did it in very important places, like scrolling to level 3, because it's faster and you can't go straight from start to 3, otherwise you have to walk around. In the Lost Woods, that was basically the only places in the overworld where I did it to begin with. And once I got more competent in it, started incorporating more places, and then I don't know, a year and a half ago, somewhere around there, is where it's like everywhere you can use it, use it. So the ladder scroll at the heart dock. Well, again, that must have been you were doing. Yeah, that's not. I mean, the first time, I did that when I found I could world wrap, and then I did that for second quest. So it's not the first time that's been done. But I would say that's you could you don't have to do that, Toad. Get the heart, go down. There's an arrow shop right there, and then wrap around, go left twice from there, and then go into this candle shop that way. It's not a huge time loss, but
I have found out what happens when you try to screen scroll left into a wall.
Yep, that's always fun. Yeah, I can get myself stuck where you can't even see Link anymore. Like, he's completely unseeable on the screen. Even with the overflow, he's completely disappeared. I'm trying to, yeah. It's like for racers, it just find what you feel comfortable with and do it. The again, if you fail at the Manhandler Gleeok like 2 or 3 times, you're going to actually be behind the easier route, the easier and slower route. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't tested it, but 5 minutes sounds right to me. And you're going to lose 2.5 minutes if you die to Gleeok, either way. So Yes. There's a lot more walking. There's a lot more walking. I think it is. Feasel is very happy with that route, and he's surprised it'll be 5 minutes. It says you're muted again.
Yeah, I think it crashed.
And so he's very confident that it's not 5 minutes difference.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that it is not 5 minutes difference because it's only a little bit of overworld movement difference between the two routes.
I've just been pretty quiet. Yeah.
Trying to the screen scrolls. Now you can incorporate some of the screen scrolls in that easier route if you want. Anytime you go left to right, right to left, if you want to practice that and see if there's anything you feel comfortable in doing, that's perfectly within reason to try. But the easy route is the easy route. I mean, you could screw up on Gleeok and die to him. That's definitely a possibility. But level 3 and level 4 are cake in comparison. So I'd have to time it. I don't know. Maybe Lack can do that. Time a non-screen scroll level 2 route to the to get an optimal difference to the level 3 route that he's going to do. If you die to Gleeok, abandoned ship, yeah, I guess. That's well, you don't have the heart though. You need the heart, you have to go to a different dungeon. Which for me, well, God, there's no 5, 6, 7, 8 are so long. 8's the shortest, but you have to kill 5. You have to kill 11 blue dark nuts and a 4-headed Gleeok to get the heart. 7 is long, and you'd have to buy bait. 6 has wizard robes, which no one wants to do. And 5 is you have to kill 5 blue dark nuts, get the whistle. It's a long dungeon.
All right.
It is because we took 2 routes, J. Copers. I kind of went through 2 routes, maybe 2.5 and then showed Lax. So there's a lot with this game. If you want complete simplicity and you don't have to think much, go ahead and do. You're kind of insulting Lack, by the way, by still having Lax route.
Oh, it still says Lax route with me playing badly, doesn't it? Yeah, let's change this. This is Lax route that I'm using, though. I'm using Lax route.
Oh, you are? Okay, good. Well, there you go.
Well, yeah, kind of. Mine is correctly screen wrapping.
Yeah.
So he does 4. He does 3, and then he does 4. Wait, what's it? He does 3, then he does 4, then he gets all those hearts that are on the right side of the screen, and he gets the candle, and then he does 2 and then 1.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that would be a good difference in time, and so yeah, he messed up too. So yeah, that's those are the. Is find what you're comfortable with. If you don't feel at all confident in Gleeok or Manhandla, do the level 2 route. Screen scrolling is not a 100% requirement for the level 3 route, though it helps you more than the level 2 route. You have to make sure to learn, if you're doing the level 3 route, make sure you learn your counts for level 3 and maybe level 4, especially if you run out, if you don't get lucky in level 3, you could be short bombs in level 4. So you have to learn your consecutive counts and counts for level 4. Once level 4 is done, you don't have to worry too much. Don't be afraid to improvise.
Counts, you're overthinking it for this race.
The problem is that if you run out of bombs in the level 3 route, you're kind of hosed. you're going to have a lot of problems because you're either going to be really slow on some of the enemies, or you're not going to have enough bombs to get to the Gleeok. So you can lose a lot of time off that. Like for marathon races of any percent, the amount of time I put in to take all the contingencies, not getting the first bomb drop, not getting either getting a bomb drop, not getting a bomb drop in the 5 Dark Nut room. If Manhandla hits me, and I don't get a bomb, or Manhandla doesn't hit me and I don't get a bomb, and just so many different options I have, and that's just to get through level 4. Once level 4 is done, it's easier to improvise and do to recover from being behind in bombs or rupees or something like that.
So you're saying in order to be somewhat safe, I'll say, the level 3 first route, it's more than just, get good at fighting Gleeok with the wooden sword. You should be well versed in drop mechanics and counts and be able to keep track during play so that you can always have the bombs you need.
I wouldn't say you have to be well versed, just be well aware of it. Make sure that you know that after getting hit, that the 10th enemy, after 10 consecutive hits or kills without getting hit, killing it with a bomb gives you a bomb. There's a lot of intricacies with it that can screw things up, but that's the basic thing to remember and to work to getting if you're short on bombs. That kind of thing. That's the...
Right, knowing which enemies can drop bombs and like knowing that the consecutive kill counter is there, and if you kill the 10th enemy with a bomb, you're going to get a bomb.
Yeah. Don't ever get... minimum counts for levels 3 and 4 are important. For me, I don't want to be let's see. I want to have preferably 5 bombs entering Manhandla's room. No less than 2, no fewer than 2 bombs entering level 4. And if I don't have those counts, find a way to get bombs out. So you can do it. I mean, you could, even without being well versed or well knowledgeable in it, you can do the level 3 route. It's just there's a chance that luck can get you, and you don't have bombs. There's always that possibility that you can be short bombs in the first 2 dungeons. That's all it is. That's what I'd be worried about. I mean, it could be you get in the race, you get that first bomb, you get a random bomb off the 5 Dark Nuts, you get a bomb off the Manhandla, and it just happens. And you're good. And it's like, what was the big deal? But
okay.
But the level 2 route, you don't have to think much at all. That's why I started you guys with it. It's easy. So.
All right, so that's
it.
That's everything.
Yeah,
you'll need.
There's a lot with this game, but you can make it easy or you can make it more complicated. It's totally up to you. On what you feel comfortable with, and this can definitely make or break winners, like Super Mario Brothers 3 did. Sorry, Toad. Oh no, you're 2-1.
No, Toad won. It was
Toad
Yogi,
won.
I think.
Yogi, yeah.
Right.
All right.
Sorry, Yogi. It can happen.
Okay.
It's a lot of read and react. Yes. So, and it's less so with the easy route. Because the easy stuff you do easily, you don't have to worry about, and then once you get to the harder stuff, you have white sword and more health. So.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions, comments?
No, they would have asked him by now for sure.
Yep. So I think that's it. Thank you for helping us with this tutorial. I learned a lot. I'm really glad I got a chance to play and have you,
I learned
critique.
all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feel free if you guys have any questions. I know Lack, Jacob, or any of the Zelda runners will have no problem. I can be a bit long-winded because there's so much at times. Um, that's why this tutorial is so long.
Yeah, and everything's related. One thing leads you to another, to another, to another.
Yeah. I didn't plan on doing 2.5 hours with my tutorial when I did it about a year ago now, I think. And it ended up being 2.5 hours, and I felt like I missed stuff. And there's been stuff since then that we've learned that what isn't in the tutorial, and it's still 2.5 hours long. And it's like there's not a lot of downtime during it. If you watch that tutorial, watch the 15 minutes or so at the beginning that deals with screen scrolling, and then find the part where I talk about the Gleeok. There's for you guys, I'd recommend that because that kind of shows you what I did, how you can fight the Gleeok, how you can be fairly safe against the Gleeok, and I died against the Gleeok once being stupid, so it's good for that too, So, Fiza, are you gonna try that screen wrap? All right, you have to do it twice.
I'm gonna kill this jerk though.
It's hard to kill that.
There he is. He's gone.
You have to hit him twice or he heals.
Alright, so I gotta go... If I go past it, anytime you walk past it, you can't just turn around and find it again. You gotta walk all the way off your stepladder. Nope.
Yes. Or you can get to the very edge of it, and I think you'll be fine. But,
No, I didn't get it. Okay. But yeah, you can't... the second time, you can't back up and try again. You have to do this whole thing
No,
again,
you can.
Right? Oh, you can?
Oh, you do. Yeah, you can.
Oh, I see. You just walk... You can still walk back off of it and get to the spot again.
Yeah. What are you using to try to do the one frame? How are you trying to do the
I'm
one
just
frame?
tapping it. I'm using my right hand. No, I'm using my right hand. My right index finger. And that wraps you right into the candle room.
Yep.
Wow, cool. Yeah, okay, so to do that one frame thing, all I'm doing is I just move my right hand over to the D-pad and I'm just like flicking it with my finger, with my index finger.
I think that's kind of what Jacob does.
Yeah, I don't think I would trust my left hand to be agile
Well,
enough
I
to
use
do
my
that.
left thumb, and for my case, it feels similar to playing traditional grip with a snare drum.
Mm-hmm.
Because you kind of do your wrist and thumb maneuver when you're playing, and it's very similar. And you have to be really quick and twitchy with it when you're playing it. So it's very similar to that motion that I do, and so it made it easy for me to just click left on it.
Yeah, there you go. Just learn to play the drums, and
A lot of
that's
uses
step one to learning Zelda. All right, so that's it.
That's it.
That's our big Zelda tutorial for the big 20 race coming up.
Most people just watch the first third of this and see the slow but safe way, which is probably honestly what I'm going to be doing. So
yeah.
But yeah, this is if you're comfortable fighting Gleeok with 4 hearts and the wooden sword, huge time savings to be gained. That's really the only truly hard part about this, I would say. I don't think that anything else in Lack's version of the route is that difficult.
Manhandla can be, but that's random.
Yeah, Manhandla's random. That's true.
Skill wise, it's hard random, and it can kill you. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, great. Well, thank you.
Thank you guys. Thanks for coming out. That's not wow.